The Bearcast is live. Jason Miller along with the coach, Randy Sexton, back with me this week at the Little Rose Bowl. The Sailors of Columbus Catholic come to town, and the Bears are back in town. The boys are back in town. Always fun, always good to be here at Butch Pedersen Field. Glad you're listening in, glad you're watching in. Got about 2 minutes here, then we'll get to our pregame programming, but then we'll come back and talk about the game. Real quick, Coach Sexton, just something about being at home when a team is 0-2. You got to find confidence, and a lot of that can come from playing on a place that's familiar.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You know, the best thing about this, when you look at the Bears sitting at 0-2, lost to Williamsburg, number 1 ranked in 3A, and then a loss to Dike New Hartford, who was ranked number 1 as well early in the season. So it's not like we've been playing a bunch of chumps. Hopefully today we can get well and kind of get things rolling towards the district play.
And hopefully they can get over that second quarter hump. Because right now the Bears are being outscored in the season 82-10. The majority of those 82 points have been in one quarter. You take away the one quarter, and this team is basically in both of those games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And you know, so many of the times we're finding some self-inflicted wounds. So hopefully we'll clean that stuff up today and take care of the football and get after a little bit.
All right, hang with us now. We're going to get to a pregame programming. You're going to hear from Bear senior players Connor Rios and Sullivan Brook in our pregame. You're listening to the Bearcast on WestBranch.Football.com.
This is Marcy Willier with Urban Acres Real Estate. Are you looking to buy or sell a home in the West Branch area or surrounding communities, or just have questions in general? Give me a call at 319-936-5899. Go Bears!
Whether you're in a hurry headed to the game, squeezing in lunch between meetings, or if you just want to avoid the crowd, try Main Street Suites' new online ordering. Log on to MainStreetSuitesWB.com and click on online ordering to begin your order. You can customize your sandwiches or ice cream just the way you want, pay online, and then call when you arrive to have it brought to your car. Online ordering from Main Street Suites, proud supporter of the West Branch Bears.
Connor Rios joins us on this week's player profile on WestBranch.Football. Senior receiver, D-back, quarterback. Tell me about that.
Yeah, our starting quarterback kind of got a little banged up the first 2 games, and I had to step in, or I'm having to step in, I should say, which I'm not complaining about. I get the ball majority of the time, I should say. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing else to say about that.
Here's what I'm saying, and then we'll get into a little bit about this game. Is it coincident? Is it just an oddity, or whatever it is? We'll just say a year ago at this time, against the same team,
Yep.
Brennan took over as quarterback.
Indeed he did, yeah.
And now, fast forward a year later,
Kind of switching roles.
You're
Yep.
going to become the quarterback.
Yeah.
Is this? And it sounds like you're really excited about it.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I finally get I wouldn't say like prove a point, but like show what everyone was missing out on.
Okay, it's football, man. You're excited about it. It's not as though it's a position that you haven't played before.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, as I just chronicled, you were playing it a little last year, and obviously for 2-3 years before that as you were younger. Yep. Looking forward to seeing you back in there, and obviously you've been voted a captain, so there's leadership there, and the guys in the huddle are going to see that.
Yep, 100%. Okay.
Columbus Catholic. Let's talk about them. This is a team that comes in, has thrown the ball 67 times. They've got 420-something yards of offense. 348 of them have come through the air. So is that what you're seeing on film too?
Yeah, definitely a lot of passing. Definitely a lot.
So
not as much run, though.
What's the defense do to try to neutralize that?
Get a pass rush. I think that's our main.
One.
That's definitely going to be our main goal, I feel like. And then our corners and safeties have a lockdown game.
Through the first 2 weeks, West Branch has been outscored 82-10.
Yeah, something
the majority of that has been done by the other teams in the second quarter.
Yep.
What's the next step we'll get for the Bears to get past that, to get over that hump, and play a complete 4-quarter game?
Yeah. It's definitely the locking in aspect, I feel like. I feel like we get through the first quarter and we're like, okay, yeah, we're chilling, and then second quarter comes and they just want to run it down our throat, or give it some air or something. I don't know.
I don't think there's anything to it. It's just happened that way. But the good news is you're coming back here to the friendly confines of the Little Rose Bowl. What's it like for you knowing that you look at this field, it looks like the grass is fake. It's just in that great of shape.
It looks like turf.
It does. So what's the feeling for you just knowing you're going to get to play a game on this field and this is my field?
It's not even really just like me being on the field. It's just knowing that I got like the crowd and the fans behind me on my back, like cheering each and every one of us on.
Okay.
So I think that's a really cool aspect about it.
All right, quick, let's talk a little music. My understanding is you're a country man. You like country? When you kind of get in your feelings, you want to hear some country.
Yeah.
But if you're chilling
Yep.
and just, trying to get hype, I'm trying to use all the terms of the day.
I guess you could say
you're getting into the hip hop. Who we got?
King Von, Chief Keef, and I feel like Lil Baby got to be up there.
Okay. I mean, when you talk to your parents, do they listen to any hip hop, rap?
I don't even know what they listen to. It's something.
'Cause I'd like to know what.
I usually wake up in the morning, my dad's playing a new artist or a new playlist every day, so I got really no clue.
Your dad's kind of keen to the 80s rock.
That's
80s and 90s rock is kind of your dad's way of going.
Yeah, that's his thing.
Does your mom have a genre she sticks with?
I don't really hear her playlist. It's like I don't even know. I don't even know some people like what's it like Taylor Swift and all them. Like,
she's a Swiftie.
Yeah, that's like what I usually hear if she's like playing music.
Okay. So your brothers you've got what, a sophomore? What? Give me your brothers' ages.
Sophomore, 8th grade, and 3rd grade.
How's that dynamic work at home with? That's five guys and then your mother.
Yeah, I don't even know how that works. Like,
do you guys get along pretty well? I mean, like brothers, but do you?
Yeah, we get along for the most part, but like if one of us disagrees, it's mom or dad's got to settle it down real quick.
But you take care of your smallest brother, don't you?
Yeah. Like I take him to, like when we come over here to elementary school and say hi to all the little kids, I always take my brother over.
That's
like drive
awesome.
him over to the school. He thinks it's awesome.
All right. Well, tell me what you're looking forward to the most. Third game and on. Here we go. You're talking only 6 games left in the regular season.
It's going by quick.
25% done.
There's just like a few games that are definitely going to be really big to us, but I feel like obviously starting to get a little bit more momentum coming into the, like, not postseason but more into the season would definitely help a lot. But then like I don't know. I said that those are probably, I don't know, my favorite parts or like what I'm most looking forward to.
Okay. This is your chance. Remember how you got to ask about Pop-Tarts and things from the Belk twins? Mm-hmm. We're going to give you one chance to ask a question about, and then you can close it out for us to we'll see what chops you have. See if you got the chops to be an announcer.
Well, I don't know. What was our record in 1989?
1989. That's an easy question.
Oh.
We were the first ever state champions in 1989. 10-1 was the record.
Good
Actually
job.
played 3 postseason games, so do the math. That's only 8 regular season games. It was a interesting thing.
Yeah.
The state champs that year. John Hirschman was the quarterback.
Really?
Look forward for number 7 taking the field.
Yep.
West Branch Football. WestBranch.Football.com.
For over 50 years, the Fullwider Insurance Agency has provided quality insurance coverage for the West Branch area. The Fullwider Agency provides superior customer service and quality insurance solutions for you. As trusted choice independent agents, we're able to find the best insurance products and services available to protect you, your family, and your business. Call 643-2695 to ask for a free insurance review. The Fullwider Agency, a proud supporter of the West Branch Bears.
Second of our player interviews this week. Sorry if we play the other one before you, okay?
No, that's all right.
Sullivan Brook, senior football player, 4th year of playing football, correct, at the high school level. When did you start? When was your first football game?
Freshman year at Lisbon.
Did you play before that? Did you play in like Red Buffaloes and all that stuff?
Yeah, my whole life.
Can you remember actually your first game? Like
ever?
You remember what grade you were in?
No. Maybe flag football, like 1st grade.
How much fun was the Red Buffalo teams and the flag football stuff?
Oh, I just remember like playing fullback, and anytime I got the ball, I just run a sweep and try to run around the outside as fast as I could.
Touchdowns?
probably.
I mean, you had an all-state quarterback at that point. Ethan Miller was your quarterback, I believe.
I
back at
don't
that
think
time.
Ethan Miller was our quarterback.
Yeah, he still isn't your quarterback. He is. I mean, he might be in his heart and my heart. He's all-stater in my book.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Scout team all-stater.
Definitely.
Okay. What are you looking forward the most about this one game tonight here at the Little Rose Bowl?
Yeah, we're both hungry for our first win. We're both going to be playing as hard as we can. I know they're probably going to want to get us back from last year. They lost a lot of guys, but they're going to be still the same hungry team that they were last year.
As I talked with Connor earlier, I was like, you are 1/4 of the way done with your senior year of high school football in the regular season.
Yeah.
Going by very, very quickly.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy to see that it's already been done. I remember being a freshman on scout team like it was yesterday. And I guess I just got to make the most of it and just enjoy every game, like every time I get to be out on the field.
Obviously, right now, your brother's not healthy enough to play, but how cool is it? Not everybody gets the opportunity to play football with their brother. You guys are identical twins, so, I mean, it just kind of happened. It's just natural. But not everybody gets that opportunity. Is that a nice thing for you, a cool thing for you? You guys seem to get along okay.
Yeah, it's pretty fun most of the time. Sometimes it's a little hard when people can't tell us apart.
I can say it took me quite a while, too. Now, I mean, being around you in other sports like golf and other things, I've had the opportunity to kind of see some of the differences, so it took a long time, but it's still not that easy. So I can understand.
Yeah.
There's some fun. But anyway, you're getting to play with your brother. That's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
So what other things are you participating in high school besides football?
Golf. Might be a soccer year. I'm not sure yet.
Really?
Maybe. Just maybe. Nobody count on it.
Well, is this like we don't want to tease anyone here because if you're going to play, that's a big time. It's a big time deal.
We're gonna see. Tate France might hold me.
Like who's your soccer influence? Like, I mean, do you watch anything
No,
on
I don't
TV?
watch soccer. It's boring, but
Okay, but you just want to play.
yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
I can understand.
Be on one last team for my senior year.
Well, you just mentioned something I was going to count clutch to. It's your senior year, not just in football, but for everything. You only get one of these. So when you look back, take the first 2 weeks of the season and moving on from here, what do you hope? What do you hope you look back, you can say, yeah, this is what I got. This is what I came from it.
Pretty much that I can just get close with everybody on this team and give everybody my best that I can no matter what, in practice and games. Just do the best I can.
That right there is the key word. Give it the best you can, and I think this team is going to be all right. From 1 down to 55. All the players from 1 to 55. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Go ahead.
Go Bears.
The Bearcast for the 2024 football season is presented by Marcy Willier with Urban Acres Real Estate. Also brought to you by Dan and Julie Hayes with EMS Detergent Services, Fidelity Bank and Trust, the Fullwider Insurance Agency, Hodge Construction, Main Street Suites, and the West Branch Times.
Welcome to the Bearcast on WestBranch.Football.com. Hello, Bear fans. Hello, Sailor fans. Jason Miller here along with Randy Sexton. We are glad you've tuned in. And tuned in indeed you have for a football game that means so much more tonight, I think, than just your regular run-of-the-mill game. Both of these teams are sitting at no wins and 2 losses through 2 weeks with 1 week of non-district football team left to play, Randy. You need to get you want some confidence. Obviously, you want a victory, but getting some confidence from that victory might be the biggest thing you can take away from tonight.
There's no doubt about it. That's going to be the key for the Bears tonight. We need to come out firing on all cylinders, put some drives together early, and leave no doubt. I know that this team is capable of doing some big things. We just need to get a good start and build off of that momentum.
Now, West Branch tonight you'll have a new face at the quarterback position. Starting quarterback junior Brennan Dale has an injury and may be out for a little while, but at least I know for this week he will not be playing. In his spot, number 7 Connor Rios, senior captain, will take over. Oddly enough, 1 year ago today, playing the same team. Brennan took over as quarterback from Connor. Connor's a quarterback again. He's very capable. You've seen him from the junior high level, watched him play up through the years. What are some things, guys, so the fans that you can see from Connor that he is very good at, that he has strengths?
You know, when Connor was younger, when he was at a junior high level, he actually played tailback for us. So I think that Connor's default typically has been to run versus pass the ball. And his feet are very, very dangerous. I think we'll see him getting out on the edge and tucking and running more than maybe trying to take the home run shot.
Some people checking in out there. Coach Dan Knipp from Waterloo, Columbus is checking in. Hey, Dan, how are you? Best wishes to Mason tomorrow. Gets to put on that Hawkeye jersey and dress on the sidelines tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. 1988 West Branch captain John Miller, my brother, I know is listening tonight. Coming up a strong golf round today, evidently, huh?
Yeah, rumor has it he was able to shoot his round of his life, at least on the front nine. It sounds like on the back nine he kind of came back.
The oil was leaking a little.
Yeah, he probably started playing more like me than what you do, Jay.
Well, back to football. Let's get to you. I'm going to let you take over here and kind of give us, what do you think? You've watched some film. You've watched the Sailors. You've watched the Bears. What are the keys to success tonight for the offense and the defense?
So offensively for us, after watching the Sailors, to me it looks like they're forefront heavy, and they run a lot of blitz packages. You'll see them bringing both outside linebackers quite frequently. It seems like on almost everything that I saw, at least one linebacker was firing every time. So I think for the Bears offensively, it's going to be able to pick up those blitzes. That's going to be huge. If we're able to do that, I think we'll be able to sustain some drives and hopefully have some explosive plays, put some points on the board. Defensively, a lot of 4 receiver sets. It will even go to 5 receiver sets with the Sailors. So for us, it's going to be proper alignment to start the play and then being disciplined with our eyes, not chasing things that are not there, but following, getting your reads and getting to our drops.
Offensively, when you see that, you're talking about picking up blitzes. As an offensive coach or as a quarterback, what are things that you can do? Do you need to make quick reads and go quick so these things don't come at you? I mean, that's logical.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, if one thing I did notice, they do show their blitzes early. Okay. So hopefully we can pick that up and kind of go from there. It looked like they're a little bit susceptible to the inside run, so hopefully we can get some big runs with Coop early. Or, if the Cap's back there in the back, then hopefully get some big runs with them early.
I could tell you, watching the pregame, where the Bears could have a strength is definitely in the kicking game. Reece Gingrich has joined the team. Number 82, he'll be on the field. He was 43 last year. He's 82 this year. In the pregame tonight, the wind was a little stronger than it was, running from southeast to northwest, I think, as it's blowing now. And he was making them comfortably from 46 to 48 yards, comfortably with distance. So he has a very strong leg, and you've said that off the record, now on the record. One of the stronger legs you've ever seen.
Yeah, to be truthful, I think there's probably only one kid that's been comparable to Reece at the junior high level, and that was Josh Grebon, who ended up kicking for that team that's up north from Iowa City. I can't remember their name. I think they might have played the Hawkeyes recently, but I don't remember what they're called. But yeah, Reece definitely, he is a weapon in the kicking game. So hopefully we can get a lot of touchdowns and let him kick a lot of extra points. It looks like the Bears will be receiving here as well, Jaybird.
West Branch will receive, and the Sailors will defend the north end zone. Tonight's offensive starting lineup for the West Branch Bears. Start with the offensive lineman. A junior tackle, number 77, Michael Montgomery. The other tackle, a senior, number 76, is Cole Crossman. Your guards tonight, junior 51, Finn McCullough, and back in there, 72, senior Dylan Shealy. At center, senior Tate Frantz. Quarterback, number 7, a senior captain, Connor Rios. Running back, junior 32, Cooper Gates. Fullback, H-back hybrid is 36, Connor Capper. Your receivers are going to be a blend of many guys, but to begin with, you're going to see 42, a junior Lincoln Neighbor. You're going to see 17, Ethan Miller, a senior captain. And number 6, Oliver Trepanier, also a junior. West Branch comes onto the field with those newer black jerseys they have. Very bright numbers for us up here in the press box, in the booth, trying to call out numbers. It's very nice for us to see those, and we can call numbers easily.
Isn't that the truth? Nothing hidden by trim around them. It's easy to read our numbers.
The Sailors again kicking off from the north, going south. Avicii. We got levels here. We got 15 minutes on the clock. It should be 12. I don't know what they're going to do. New rules in third week.
Bonus
We're going
time.
to Division I football time.
Actually, they just blew the whistle to start this. Maybe we are playing 50-minute quarters.
There
they got it.
There they figured it out that we're not quite in the Big Ten yet here.
It's nice to know that the referees are locked into our Bearcast.
They are really locked in. They hear us. Kicking off tonight for the Sailors, a sophomore is number 12, Bryce Nolan. Deep to receive, a sophomore for West Branch, number 23, the Squirrel, Mr. Gates of the Keaton variety. They're still trying to get this scoreboard figured out. So, I am excited about this game. Obviously, the crowd sounds like they're into it. West Branch student section tonight. It's construction worker night, it looks like. Blinding construction work. Kick by Nolan. Looks going to be coming a little shallow there. Caught by Pedersen at the 19. Straight forward.
Go, Brandon.
First tackle missed. He's got room. He gets upfield. Tackle there at the 40-yard line after a nice 21-yard return. Tackled by number 58. That's Mackay Greer, a freshman for the Sailors. But a great start, great field position for West Branch.
Exactly what Kevin Braddock wanted out of his boys there. Let's let our special teams be special tonight.
Officially a 20-yard return. The Bears will take over 1st and 10 at their own 39. Connor Rios again, if you missed us, he is the starting quarterback for West Branch. Coming out empty. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Rios on an island on his own. Numbers looking good. Motion to the right. Hands off to Keaton Gates. Had some room, but he is tripped up as soon as he plants his foot forward. Nice play there by the defense. We'll get that number. A quick 3-yard gain.
Well, we got a nice new yard marker over there, too. Look at that.
Yes, digital.
Oh, holy cow. We're high tech.
Tackled by Schultz, 22. I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to hear that number a lot. He's going to be in the backfield. He's going to be on a tackle a lot.
Yeah, he's one that really stood out on film.
2nd 3, empty. Everything strong to the left this time. Calling the numbers. Gates in motion to the left. Again, there's the
Connor.
fake.
Go,
Connor pulls the ball. Rios out in open field. Big gain to the 38. Give him 20 yards and a Bear first down. Heady play there. Changing it up from the first down. You get linebackers biting, and there you go.
Yeah, very well designed series of plays there for Coach Tiley.
All right, Bear fans.
Things like that don't happen if our O-line's not dominating, and that's exactly what we need out of those boys up front today is to set the tone early.
And set the tone so far they have.
Staying empty.
Staying empty here. 1st and 10 at the Sailor 37. Man, that yard marker is still getting me. Guy jumped on the defense. Sailors jump. I think the officials found out.
Like that end and the outside linebacker both maybe came a little quick.
They called encroachment or offside on the defense. 5 free yards for West Branch, giving them 1st and 5 at the 32.
Hopefully our tackle saw that. They were showing blitz off of our weak side there. Hopefully Cole picks us up. 22 is ready to come hot. Hopefully Connor sees it too because that leaves him 2-on-1 versus the corner.
Maybe a quick pitch. Jumps again. Got him again. Because I don't think West Branch jumped. And it is a penalty on the Sailors. West Branch has had no snaps the last 2 setups. And they've got 10 yards and a first down at the 27 now.
1st and 10, West Branch.
I'm a little bit ahead of the PA announcer, but that's the way it goes. 1st and 10, West Branch at the 27, staying empty here. Gates in motion, holds up there along the left. This time it's a quarterback draw. Great block off the side there. Still blocking by number 72, Sheely. What a drive block there to open the space. 6-yard gain.
Yeah, there's a big hole there for Connor to run through. Hopefully our line keeps banging like that.
Actually give him 7. They're marking it at the 20. Rios, 27 quick rushing yards on 2 carries. Great block there by senior left guard captain Dylan Sheely. Late getting things set up here. Still plenty of time on the play clock, 15 seconds. Twins double-double. We're going straight up man here, left to right. Cooper Gates, the single set. This time fakes, RPO package. Decides not to toss it out to the side, takes a run up. Rios.
Gets to the outside.
Be about a yard short.
Looks like he got about a yard and a half. Number 2 with the tackle. It'll bring up 3rd and a yard and a half for West Branch. Look here, but in this kind of a situation, are you just going to go straight power, trust your offense? Is that kind of what you would want to do, or what are you thinking? I know you like the numbers out here.
Yeah, my guess is that Coach Nestor's giving Coach Tiley 2 plays, so I would probably run the ball knowing that I have a fourth down play if it's needed.
5 on 6 in the box. Numbers are pretty good for the offensive line. You got man in motion left is Capper. They backed off, and now it's 5-5. Quarterback does keep it. Got a lot of room to the outside. Nice block by the receiver out there. Brandon Pedersen holding the edge. Rios running strong to the 6-yard line, it looks like. Or is it the 7? That's 11 yards and a first and goal.
I know that Coach Nestor believes heavily in exterior blocking. Our wide receivers have worked harder on stock blocking this year than I imagine they ever have in their lives.
Bears are sticking with that package. Twins left, twins right. Looks like a straight-up man, one safety over top. Cooper Gates to the left of Rios, single set. Man in motion is Capper this time, sets up. Pap looking fast, got the corner, looking for Neighbor, and it is complete. Touchdown.
Oh, he called him out the back.
No, he did. He called him out of the end zone. From here, it looked like he caught it. Maybe he bobbled it before he took his step. It is incomplete. Tough angle here from the press box.
Yeah, it sure looked like he had a foot down, but it very well could be that his other foot came down out of bounds first.
We'll watch the replay from up here. Not that it's going to change anything, but great play. I thought the ball placement, perfectly thrown ball. As we're watching the replay back here, he does catch it. Yes, his left foot is on the line when he catches it. Great call there by the official. Not that we didn't maybe agree with it first. This time the Bears are going to go twins. We're going to go back left or right side. Now Capper goes off to the slot to the left. Single set straight back from Rios. Now he moves off to the right. That's 32 Cooper Gates. Still yet to get his first carry. Now he gets his first block. Rios gets that block. He takes it into the end zone. This time they're not calling it back. Touchdown, West Branch. What a design there. Great block by right tackle Montgomery, and his running back really opened the hole.
I'll tell you, that's just a fantastic series for the Bears. That's exactly what this offense is needed, is just a shot in the foot to get them started, get things rolling early. Hopefully that's just the start of things that are going to get big in a hurry.
8 plays, 62 yards. Rios, the money share on that. But let's get to the extra point. Snap down, hold down, good snap, good kick, and it is successful. Ginrich, the extra point is good. 8:39 in the first period. West Branch 7, the Sailors 0. This is West Branch's first lead of the year. You got to start somewhere, and starting with a drive like that. 62-yard drive, most of it on the ground. Was it all of it was on the ground? All 62 yards. You talked in your pregame about picking up blitzes. Bear offensive line needs to pick things up and go forward. That is a passing grade.
That's, when you have a quarterback that can move like Connor, that's a huge weapon. Makes it a little bit easier on our offensive linemen when they have to respect his running ability as well.
Yeah. Sorry, folks. I'm going to apologize in advance. The speakers seem to be a little bit on high tonight in the background. It's
a Carver-like atmosphere is what it is,
It's
Jay.
a Carver-like atmosphere. And this is like an early season Carver crowd. They just don't have the cones, and that's a darn shame. We need the Carver cone up here. When they're done playing music, and you might be able to hear us, Ginrich lines them up here, setting them up. Reese Ginrich to kick off. Hosh and Schultz, 2 and 22 deep. Ginrich kick with the wind, high, deep. Going to be fielded at the 3. That's Schultz. Off to the left, breaking down, gets through the first hole, but the second line of defense brings him down at the 26.
It's like Maddox Rushton on the tackle.
Rushton and Brandon Pedersen on the tackle. They're going to mark it at the 27. A 23-yard return. That's where the Sailors will take over for their first drive of the night. Here's the quick scouting report on the Sailors. They're going to throw it. Through 2 games, they've got 74% of their yards through the air. So watch tonight. Of course, they'll probably run it all night. Power eye package. First play, draw. Schultz bounces it to the left. He's got a lot of room. Kicks off this first tackler and keeps moving, knocked out of bounds. Not before a 14-yard gain, 13 to the 40. and a Sailor first down. Of course, we say they throw it. They've been throwing it all year to the tune of 74% of their offensive yards and have only rushed for 83, and then they rushed for 13 on the first play.
Yeah, they might have caught us a little off guard there. We might have been expecting something a little bit more exotic than that.
Amani Robinson, the quarterback. He played a little bit against West Branch in Waterloo last year. He's grown up. He's a lot taller. And
there we go.
This time, Robinson keeps it, but he is going nowhere. He's taken down.
Lincoln Neighbor, I believe.
Neighbor, and had a little help from 32, Cooper Gates. I tell you what, when you talk numbers, looking at the stat sheet, it's just there. West Branch has not had very many times this year where they've taken a quarterback down behind the line of scrimmage. They need to get some pressure on that quarterback. That'll scare him into making bad decisions, and that's a great play on first down for the defense. 2nd and 15.
Here we got 4 receiver set.
3 wide, a little bit off the left, tight end
Counter.
right. Strong counter. Nice play there. Good blocking on the right side. Schultz gets up. Gets first contact is by Rios, but not before he gains 10 yards to give them third down and manageable, 3rd and 5. You know, every play's always, it's early, but big play here for this young defense.
Yeah, no kidding. We need to just kind of get it stopped right here. Here we go. Now they're
Trips.
See, actually, look at this. The tight end on our side is actually covered up, so there's only 3 guys eligible here on our side, which makes the tackle on the
runs
backside.
this time, nowhere to go. They tried to go into the cookie jar one more time, but the hand was caught.
4th down.
Lincoln Neighbor and Tate Franson on that, give him about a half a yard. We're going to call it 4th and no gain. Actually, they're moving it back. So 4th and 5 at their own 45. Is this a go for it? Now he moves the ball forward a yard. We're going to stick with that. 4th and 4 at the 46.
No.
Hosh comes in. He is their punter. Excuse me. Owen Hosh. Younger Hosh is the punter.
Looks like they're staying offense.
Staying with it.
Could be a quick kick situation.
Twins left, Twins right. Trying to get the Bears, draw them offside.
No.
The play clock has run out. Flag on the play. Delay of game on the Sailors. So they were just trying to get the Bears falling asleep, and they did not do that.
I still think I would be thinking defense first here.
Yeah.
I know it sounds kind of crazy, but with them being 0-2 as well, they might want to try and keep our defense on the heels a little bit.
Matt Shenander in the background's giggling because he's thinking what I'm thinking right now. Anytime it was 4th down, it was always a defensive situation, possible fake. Coach Pedersen.
Yeah,
watch the fake.
Might have heard that a couple times.
All right, Amani Robinson back to
good
punt.
heat.
Ooh, almost blocked. Peterson, low punt. This is returnable. He's got room. Hope to fit. Yeah, he caught that.
Dang.
I could see that hold from up here, unfortunately. Had his hands around the back. Negates a wonderful return, 22 yards by Peterson. But this one's going to come back, I think, on West Branch.
Yeah, Keaton just let his hand get a little bit outside the frame there.
Waiting for the official call. I got to find the guy with the white hat on. And it's a block. We're going to call the hold on West Branch. Negates a big return. The West Branch Bears will still have, looks like it's going to get walked. If it's from the spot,
like 20.
It's the 29-yard line, 1st and 10. Hey, last drive was 62. Maybe the Bears can get 71. But first things first, try to get a good first down play. Matt, you ought to always say thanks. We're going to say it over and over to our key sponsor, Marcy Willier at Urban Acres Real Estate. We thank her for her support of the Bearcast and West Branch football. Trips right, single out here, Brandon Peterson. Little quick pitch out to the right is Cooper Gates. Gets past. He's got room. Ethan Miller.
Go, Coop.
He's going to go
we got
all
a holding
the way.
call back here.
Maybe, but there is going to be a hold on West Branch. Monty Robinson tries to catch him before he gets to the end zone. Let's wait for this to come out. Just looks like it's going to be a hold. I don't want to spoil the party.
I kind of want to see this one on replay as well because it almost looked to me like the defender was holding our kid.
Exactly. Well, we'll watch and see, but it's not going to change the call, Eddie, because the officials don't look at. Here's the call by the man on the white hat again. He evidently is pretty important out there. He gets to say what he likes when he throws a yellow piece of fabric on the ground. Still waiting for him. Evidently, he's got to get closer to the press box. In the middle of the field, he says holding on West Branch. negates a 71-yard touchdown run for Cooper Gates. That flag will probably put them right back here at the original line of scrimmage for first down over again. We're going to watch this play from up here just for purposes. And you know what? Coach Sexton might have a point there. When I'm watching it here, you watch it back, and the defender's arms are the ones that are extended to, it's a moot point now. Doubles left, doubles right. Keaton Gates in motion.
Bounce.
Rios patient on that.
Good block, Brandon. Good block.
Oh, he gets tripped up there. Great play by number 3, Hogendorf. Looked like he had a lot of room, but it's still a 7 or 8 yard carry on a first down. Wonderful play. Nice block out by Pedersen. There's that.
Yeah, that was
there's
perfect.
The blocks you were talking about again, Coach.
He's out there on the exterior working hard. That kid had a fight through a nice block by Brandon, and still, we're getting 8 yards on first down. Coach Ty will take that all day.
One of those, maybe you see where he's pushing and you go off his butt. But we'll take 8 yards every day. Trips punched out to the right. There's that quick pitch. No, he fakes it. Looking over the middle. Pedersen.
Got him.
He's got him. It's going to be a foot race. And it's going to be number 8, Brandon Pedersen. 68 yards for the West Branch touchdown.
Once again, that is fantastic execution of that play. Good play fakes. Froze those linebackers. Great call by Coach Tyler. Great execution by the boys.
Rios putting a stat sheet up on the board tonight so far. 1 for 1, 68 yards and a touchdown. His first touchdown of the young season. First passing touchdown of the season for West Branch.
Seeing Coach Tyler down there on the sideline, you can tell that meant a lot to him too.
All right, the all-important extra point. Trepanier on the snap. Rios taking over. Hold here, a little high snap, gets it down fast. Ginrich kicks that thing to the bus barn. It is good. And your score, West Branch 14, Waterloo Columbus 0. 5:15 remains in the first quarter. My goodness. You wanted to see this. But did anybody see this the way it is? Well, sure. If we're a homer, you're going to say yes. But boy, first drive, all run. This drive, there was a run. Touchdown, long run. But now defense is starting to compact. They're starting to get into the box to read the quarter, keeping those eyes in the backfield, Barney. And you make a fake, you take a shot, and it's on the money.
Yeah, that was a perfectly thrown ball, and a nice route by Brandon too. Got a couple steps on the kid early, and now it's a defensive job, our defensive coach's job, to kind of just keep the boys pumped up here. Well, let's go 3 and out here and go right back to the gas.
Wow. 5:15 again remains in the first quarter. It's West Branch 14, the Sailors 0.
I look for Reese to put this one in the end zone.
Well, he's got the wind that was there earlier when he was in pregame was about 15 mile an hour. The American flag is still blowing, probably 6-8 mile an hour with my professionally trained eye.
Sounds like a 1 to 2 club difference.
Yeah. He choked up on it. He's going to try to drive it. Schultz and Hosh. Little shorter kick high, fielded it around the 7. Schultz runs to the middle. That's a long run.
Good play.
And that's a long way to get away.
Mr. Christoffel, nice play.
Logan Christoffel on the tackle. That's one of your favorite players. I know that through the years.
That kid, he is a tackling machine. He's a little ankle biter. Those lightweight wrestlers, they're going to be good tacklers.
Takedown. Spot the ball at the 20. Held him to just a 13-yard return this time. First and 20. So that's just like you said, kicking it out of the end zone. The ball's at the 20.
Yeah, that's right. Just a different way about getting there.
Will the Sailors switch it up a little bit here and try to test that Bear defensive backfield? To the right. There's a handoff up the middle. Just easy play up the middle and not easy going. They're going to give him a yard, but he was stacked straight up by the middle of that Bear defense. Let's see who the first one up is. 52, France. First one on the scene.
After watching film, he was a kid that I thought could have a big game today. I think Tate can kind of get after these boys up front.
Don't press that.
Geez, Matt's scolding us up here.
Yeah, we are only into the first quarter, and the technical director, Matt Chandler, don't do this. And he slapped the back of your hand. I could hear it.
That's why I just keep my hands back. Don't touch a thing.
Sailors look to be a little confused here. Now they're going to go empty. And since the confusion is there, as I see, their coach says, I think we should probably talk this over to get it right. Timeout,
they're
Waterloo
down,
Columbus.
they're down to 3 seconds on the clock there, so they were going to have trouble getting that play off.
Okay. I don't think we're going to take it. We're going to keep rolling here. We don't need to take that. There's only 1 minute left, 1 minute and a timeout. So while we have some time here, tell us a little bit about you are the football director at the junior high level, 7th and 8th grade. Tell us how the season started there.
Well, so we had our first game last Thursday. The Bears faced West Liberty. Our 7th grade won 44-0. Our 8th grade lost 20-0, but actually gave up a touchdown with 4 seconds left in the game. This Tuesday we played Tipton. 7th grade was able to go, I think it was 38-14.
16.
Okay, 16.
I was actually.
And then our 8th grade actually got their first win, 16-6. So that was a good one for the boys. Some really talented kids down there at that level. Hope they just keep working.
Do you know what else I noticed? There's a lot of kids playing.
There's a lot of kids.
40-something kids combined.
Yeah, we have 24 in the 8th grade and 19 on the 7th grade. So those are fantastic numbers.
Those are great numbers. Will they stay out? We sure hope so.
Those are empty again.
Back out from the timeout. This time they've got it settled. 2 to the left, 3 to the right. There is nobody in the backfield, well, except a quarterback. Blitz coming off the left. He picked it up. There's a tunnel screen out to the right. Set it down. Bears saw that quick. You know that slip screen, sometimes those work when he's going forward, but the receiver is going back. He caught that ball 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It's tough to catch up.
Brandon made a really nice play on that, too. He read that early and jumped it pretty quick. Third and short here, or 3rd and 5 here.
Third and my favorite thing, I call it 3rd and manageable after a 4-yard reception. Again, this quarterback, his arm's a lot stronger than last year. Hasn't taken anything downfield yet. They lost their biggest downfield threat, was a junior last year, Miles Gardner.
Watch the tight end
he
here.
Is no longer with the program. He moved to Waterloo West.
Oh,
some confusion. We had a huddle. One guy came in, one guy came out. That's usually, they call that illegal. Robinson gives it hands off to the back. He's caught behind the line of scrimmage, drags Gates forward, but only drags him forward a yard before he gets a little bit of help from his friend, Mr. Kepper. And that's going to bring up 4th and a long 3, short 4. If they punt, that's when you were talking about it. Can they get another stop? Just what the Bears needed. It looks like the Sailors are shuffling in the punt formation.
Last time we were real close with our pressure. Hopefully we're there again.
In pregame, he was driving the ball, which is a returnable football. You want it to be low. Flag on the play. Who is this going to be on? They're pointing towards the offense, but I don't know. And he's facing that way, and it is a legal formation or false start, whatever you want to say. It is on the offense. I thought it was a legal formation because you had the receivers on the line. You got a guy up on the wings on the line. You can't do that. But anyway, it brings it 4th and a short 9 now. High snap. Robinson gets almost blocked again by Franz. It takes a Sailor, a big bounce. It looked like it may have hit a foot of a Sailor defender here around the 50, but they did not see it. That is a fortuitous bounce, as we say sometimes in the golf world, to the 25 of West Branch. 50 yards on that punt, 26 yards on the bounce, but it doesn't matter. It's 50-yard punt, and West Branch takes over 1st and 10, their own 25.
Almost had to be the center moving the ball or something, didn't it? Because the lineman could have gotten reset.
Yeah.
The center must have picked the ball up or moved it in some way.
Okay.
Back out in trips.
Bears coming out in what has been kind of a traditional formation this year. You don't have to give the technical name, but it's trips right. Single set out here left. Gates, single set to Rios' right. We got single set, one-on-one coverage out here. Rios fumbled the ball. It's recovered by Faraday. Confusion between the mix-up between the quarterback and the running back. Faraday snaps the ball in the end zone. That's legal here in high school now, I guess. But big play. That is momentum changing. 18 yards the Sailors' way. Touchdown. Weird. Logan Wright did the same thing at Waterloo last year, and he gets a penalty. That's not complaining. I'm just like, come on now. If we're going to spike, let's spike. I love it. You love big guys getting a touchdown because you get a big guy spike, as John Madden once said.
I am surprised because that referee was looking right at him when he crossed the goal line.
Extra point.
Call that.
Snap is up, quick, down, and it is good.
Right,
Momentum changed. Scoreboards changed. 2:39 remaining in the first. West Branch 14, Waterloo Columbus now 7. Coach Sexton. Bears will have to shore that up quick because it looked like there was going to be he wanted to keep it. I think he just got the hand tipped too deep on the hip sometimes, and it's tough to take it back.
Yeah, he's probably reading somebody and decided to pull it late, and Cooper thought he was going to give it to him. But we just need to get a good return here and go right back to work on offense.
Okay. Wow. You love football. This is fun. I mean, I'm not saying it's fun when things don't go the team you like's way, but that's football. I've heard that said about 12 miles from here. That is football. You can't make mistakes. Teams were set up on it. Kick, low kick, off the hands of Gates. Just let it go. That's a dead ball. Yes, it is. Touchback because he didn't catch it. It just went off his hands. It gets to the end zone. In high school, they don't let you return that in any situation. It'll be brought out to the 20-yard line where the Bears will take over 1st and 10. I'm sure there was a conversation on the sideline. He said, hey, it's okay. Those things happen. But this time, be a little bit more tight and a little bit more decisive with what you're doing when you say, I'm going to hold it, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to give it, just give it.
Yeah, you just flushed that one. They haven't stopped their offense yet. We've stopped their offense. Hopefully go right back to work.
Doubles and doubles.
Coming hot off the edge.
Single set. Drops off on the safety right. I like this play. It was wide open. Just didn't get the block. Peek at one-on-one. Gates takes the one-on-one and runs over Schultz and gets another 5 yards. That is an official rush as it's a backwards throw. That's Cooper Gates. And they're going to give him 17 yards at a West Branch 1st and 10.
Great job by Cole there, picking up the blitz off the edge, too.
In the forecast today, I was looking for rain, looking for anything, but what would it wouldn't be a Waterloo Columbus game in West Branch if there wasn't a little bit of mist in the air. It's the way it goes. These two teams face each other the last 2 times at West Branch. Here at the Little Rose Bowl, it's rained. It is starting to rain a little now. Could play a role.
Rio, got a shot here.
Got a shot. Look over the middle to Trepanier. Nice block by Miller to scoop him up, free him up another 8 yards. Gonna say to the 32 of Waterloo Columbus. Quick math, 18 and 13, 31-yard completion. And a Bear first down.
Looks like the Bears kind of showed the bubble and then slipped the route.
Show and go, and what do you know? It's 31 yards and a 1st and 10. Yeah, it's too much rhyming. I gotta stop. Okay, the Bears are back into that empty formation. Trips left. Double twins right. 6 in the box on the defense. 1 will back off. So you like these numbers, don't you?
Boy, this is the time we can run quarterback drop
easily. Now you got a man of motion. He didn't go with them, but they're going to go bubble. And he missed. A block was missed. Kemper's just going to do his best to get forward, and he does. He did his very best to get 3 yards on that. That was a good individual effort.
Yeah, it really was.
Because there wasn't much there. When you're the quarterback, obviously you're looking over when you've got an empty like that, empty formation. You've got options. You're given. Are you going to run it? Or are you going to pass it? You look at the box. You count the numbers, right? That's what you're looking for.
That's what you're looking for.
If you see 5 linemen on 4 linemen with 2 linebackers, more than likely you may try and run it because you'll get some motion. Now we got a bunch package to the right. Single back to the right. Showing blitz off the right. Backs off.
Oh, nice
Gates
block.
has got a lot of room.
Good job, Oliver Trepanier, setting the edge there for us.
Gates again makes the first man miss. Is Owen Hosh misses. Run forward. Going to be close to a first down. Looks like he may be. Nope. The official on the West Branch side, of course, pointing forward. They're going to give him a first and what the man in the white hat hasn't said anything yet. Now he has. It is a West Branch 1st and 10. Bears at the 22. Nice bounce back drive here, Barn.
That's right. Just keep it going here. 45 seconds left in the quarter. See if we can't put some more points on the board.
Bunch left. This time he's got a lot of room to run, but he's
boy.
looking deep. He's got Neighbor. Oh, off his hands in the end zone. It was close. Very, very close. Nice thrown ball because it's either caught or it's intercept.
Exactly
no interception.
Right.
Whatever.
Exactly right. There was only one person that could get to that ball, and that was Link. So that's a perfect throw by Connor.
I only yelled, because as I'm looking out the window here in the press box, I about fell out. Got to be careful. we got things to accomplish here soon, and one of them is, making it to the second down. Not a bad place to call, not a bad time to make that call.
Like the aggressiveness out of Coach Stiley tonight.
This time, double tight package. This is a new look.
Yeah, and there's no one over Link right now, and he is an eligible receiver here, so we might see a little tight end pop pass here.
Got Neighbors on the left at tight end. Peterson on the right.
He's on the blitz, too. Link fills that spot. He's going to be wide open.
Draw. Gates get past. Breaks out.
Kick,
3 tackles. Going
nice
free.
run.
He is in there. 21 yards. West Branch for 6.
Boy, I'll tell you, Cooper is running hard tonight. I don't think I want to be in his way trying to tackle him.
I think you could put Nazareth out on the speaker, but I'm not going to say the lyrics because he is running like a man possessed.
What an awesome answer, though, for the Bears there. Really after the little offense pick up at the last previous possession to go right down the field and put more points on the board.
Ginrich again for the extra point. Good spot, good hold. Kick is again to the bus barn, and again it's good. 21 for West Branch, 7 for the Sailors. That's 28 points scored in the first quarter. I'm not sure what the over-under was, but I'm guessing you didn't have 28 points being scored in the first quarter, but luckily 21 of them for the Bears. 30.9 seconds remain in this stanza. Wow. Love the answer. I love the mixing of the formations. In the first series, you saw a lot of empty. You saw Coach Tiley say, we are going to stick with it. We saw things. We're going to stick with it, and they did. Now they're mixing it up a little bit. The defense is trying those blitzes you were talking about. They're showing, but they're backing off a lot. They're not really coming in.
I think you kind of made the point earlier, too, Jay, about when we talk about their defense. I think right now they're kind of guessing. They're not really focused. They're not really getting the reads very well. I think they're kind of guessing what we're going to do versus just playing us straight up. And if you do that,
you have a better shot.
Yeah.
Okay. Ginrich again to kick off. This is an interesting kicking formation. Receiving formation.
I saw this earlier. We used to, when Reese was our junior high kicker, we had a play where Reese would just kick it outside the numbers about at the 30, and we just put a fast guy
You got
like
6
Brandon
guys,
out there. I really
6
think
guys
we
within
can get
15 yards, and the other 5 are 35 back. This time he gets on it. It's deep. Runner Schultz going backward from the 3. Goes straight ahead this time. Much better decision on his behalf. A nice return for the Sailors. Brought down at the 28. Looks by number 62, sophomore Shea Kinzinger, in on their tackle. The Sailors, with 24.4 remaining in the first quarter, will take over. 1st and 10. Nice return there. Every other time he's tried to go parallel with the lines. This time he just said, no, let's go straight ahead. He got what he could get, and that was a nice return.
Logan Christoffel in there get on that tackle as well.
I mean, it almost goes without saying.
That is a fact.
Okay, Sailors here. I think they're going to try to go a little bit more power, or they may take a little shot here. There's your power, just straight power football, and they're trying to overpower the Bears. The right side of that line is saying no. Strong legs by the running back, though. That's good individual effort. It's only going to go down as a 1-yard carry, but that's all on him. And that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. Your score, West Branch 21, Waterloo 7. We're going to take a break. It's the Bearcast on WestBranch.Football.com.
Introducing SnapStack Checking and Savings from Fidelity Bank and Trust. With SnapStack, you can earn cash back on your everyday transactions, plus 5.12% APY on savings balances up to $5,000. Open yours today and make bank in a snap. It just makes sense. No minimum balance required to obtain APY. If checking activity qualifications are not met, all savings balances earn 0.05% APY. Visit bankfidelity.bank for terms and conditions on the account. Fidelity Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Hodge Construction is a leader in developing commercial and academic spaces, multifamily condos, townhomes, and more. Hodge Construction began in Iowa City in 1981, focusing on residential construction. Through positive relationships and quality projects, Hodge has continued to grow and expand its project diversity over the past nearly 40 years. At Hodge, clients aren't customers, they're partners.
Welcome back to the Bearcast. If you're just joining us, thank you. Your scores begin the second quarter. West Branch 21. They've doubled their season output. But you wanted to see it, and you're seeing it. West Branch 21, Waterloo Columbus 7. The Sailors begin this quarter 2nd and 9 from their own 29. Trips to the right, tight end left. Single setback is Schultz. This time Robinson with the fake rolls right. He's got pressure of Coop.
Good coverage,
Gates.
boys.
Pass is behind Aiden Hosh. Robinson slow to get up. Gates helps him up. Looks like he's going to walk back. He is going to be in there on this snap. But he took a shot there. Gates putting on the rush. Kind of forced that throw a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think he was ready to throw that so much. Cooper did a great job of getting him out, getting him to the ground. It's one of those deals where you help him back up, pat him on the butt, and said, see you next play, right?
You know what? We had an extra headset here. It'd sure be nice if Grandma Rosie, your mom, was up here with us. We had a spot for her.
Isn't that the truth? You know, she is just being lazy and decided to stay home and listen to us on the radio instead. So, Mom, love you. Hope you're enjoying the show.
Back to sort of a pro formation almost. This time, Robinson had a guy to his left. He decides, I'm going to go on my own, making a big, nice athletic play. Just can't get to the first down.
Keaton
Gates pushes him out of bounds. Looks like he's going to be about 4 yards short, maybe 5. You can see the foot speed there. I don't know if that last play affected him much, but Robinson's a quick runner.
I do kind of wonder if that play was by design. The snap was a little outside.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was by design or if it was just him scrambling.
Because it looked like the running back was just almost a decoy. Now Robinson's got to get up, walk back to the backfield, and punt it. The last 2 times, Tate France has been right there on him. He's going forward again. Almost got it. That's a really low punt. Peterson got a Sunday hop. He's not going to take it. He's going to let it go down.
Oh, boy. We got a flag on
the sideline. We got a flag on the sideline.
I'm guessing
that's going to be they have too many. I'm guessing too many coaches are in the box. But that's the way it goes. We're going to find out. It's going to be a sideline warning. Looks like he's talking to Coach Nestor right now, saying there are too many people in the box.
Just a warning this time. So
yes.
Need that get back coach down. We're missing Coach Rohrbach.
After all that, another very good punt. You got 16 and 26. That's 42 yards for Robinson. He has got that forward roll going. He's got the driver, got that forward bite spin. The Pro V1 is cooking.
He's liking the turf here, isn't he?
Bears are going to go to right, tight end. Are they missing a guy here?
Yes, we are missing a guy.
West Branch only has 10 on the field. There, comes on late. 20 seconds on the play clock, plenty of time to get set. He looks at his wrist. He knows the play. Trips right, 1 left. Keaton Gates, your lone set to the right of Rios. This time there's a blitz. Look, he just forces a throw deep. Tries to come back for it. I don't know. He goes to make a catch. The defender's right on him. They're going to say great play and play on. The ball's underthrown there. Kind of forced to throw. Nice rush by Faraday. Also, we're both golf coaches. Kid's a sophomore. Very good golfer as well. I'm sure everybody wanted to know that. Columbus got second in the state this year. 1 stroke behind Dyersville Beckman in Class 2A. And they'll return everybody on their squad. The Bears going to return to play here at 2nd and 10. Trips right, 1 left. Bears have enough players. This time a little option. Rios keeps it. Nobody to pitch it to. Makes the smart play. Takes what he can get to the 28, making it third and middle. 3rd and 7. This is the longest play the Bears have had on a 3rd down. Nice play there by number 2, Aiden Hosh. Again, I told you we will call his name and 22 Schultz a lot.
Yeah, I think you kind of forced Connor's hand there. If we could have gone a second longer, we might have been able to get the option to I don't know if it was Cooper, if it's Keaton that was in
Bears
there.
taking a lot of time here. 13 seconds left on the play clock, just now getting set. And they're giving a signal saying go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the Bears are going to have to use a timeout. Probably a good thing, because again, you get 3 of them. You can't take them home with you at halftime. Or to the bus barn, as it were. 3rd and 7 from the 27. You know, if you're playing video games at home, Coach, you're like, oh yeah, let's chuck it deep, because that's just what you do.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
if you're playing actual football, what are you looking at here?
This might be a good down for Coach Tiley to run one of his screens. I'm sorry, what happened?
I don't know. One of the coaches is out talking at midfield, but anyway.
This wouldn't be a bad time to run one of our screens. But, really, anything where move Connor out of the pocket, I think, is probably a pretty decent call, because he's been given that run pass option. I think he can scramble for 7 pretty easily, too.
Fresh, soft assistant coach Kevin Stout having a conversation with somebody with a white stripe and a black striped shirt, giving him a bottle of water, saying thanks a lot.
I'm sure it's a heating and air question.
Yeah, I'm sure. A little HVAC. You got any questions? Yeah, the duct is full. Can you help me? Tomorrow morning it is. 3rd and 7. Bears come out. Doubles left, doubles right. Single set is Keaton Gates to the left of Rios. 7 are in the box. Showing blitz off the right side, and there will be a blitz. There's a flag, and I think West Branch may have lost the flinch battle.
Yeah,
it's 5 for flinching. 5-yard loss. It's going to be 3rd and 12 now for the Bears at the 22. That may change things up, but maybe it doesn't. But whatever you do here, don't take any chances. Keep it within the box of your offense.
I could still see Connor on some kind of a boot here.
Bears are an empty with a tight end on the left side. Keep Cooper Gates in there on the slot left. Trepanier slot right. Rios looking for him. He's got a man wide open. It's Miller, and he makes the catch across. Makes the first man miss. The second man miss. Getting away. 28 and 14. That's 42 in my book. Great read, great patience, but great offensive line blocking.
Fantastic play all around. That's just fantastic blocking by the O-line. What a solid play design. Number 2 receiver kind of took the safety away, and Ethan was able to come right in behind him.
And if my memory serves, Big E, that's his first catch of the season.
What a good one.
No better time than a 42-yard reception. The Bears are 1st and 10 at the Sailor 36. Bunch to the left is that quick pitch formation. And it is. Nice block on the edge there by Trepanier to open him up in the first part. But their yellow fabric is on the ground after a 10-yard gain. It's in the area of what could be a hold, but what is it going to be? The man in the white hat is trying to get a call here.
Once again, I don't know what else it could be, but boy, I would like to see the replay on this one again. It just looks, oh, wait a minute, we have replay.
Flag on the play. Holding on West Branch. And I'm watching it, and he's on the side. When he's perpendicular to his man, I can see it. You can see it both ways. But it doesn't matter now because that's a flag on West Branch, negating an 11-yard gain. Nice pickup on first down. The Sailors breathing a sigh of relief as they get a little room to work with on defense. As the Bears have 1st and 16 now at the 42. Bunch formation right. I've seen a little fake here, maybe going left. Nope, there's that quick thing. Oh, it's looked to be a halfback pass. Gates making an athletic play. Was looking for a halfback pass there. Decides to keep it and takes a 7-yard loss. That's one of those situations I don't know. Could he still throw that?
Looking at the sidelines here, it looks like maybe there was a little bit of miscommunication on the call. I don't think that was exactly what Coach Tiley wanted.
Wow, that's a big play again. Big play by the Sailors defense to stay home, stay set. No trickeration tricked the Sailors. It's now second down and 23 at the 49.
I didn't see, was the receiver open there? Because had it not been for 22 coming hot off this edge, Cooper might have had time to throw it.
Gates in motion off the left. Rios rolling left. He's got a man all over him. Throws back here to the right side. Has a man open. That is Neighbor. Off his hands to the turf. Incomplete. Nice design there. Nice throwback design, like the old Stanford screen almost. You go one way, we'll go the other way. We'll see who wins it. But right now.
All right, boys. Settle in here.
So 3rd and 23 at the Sailor 49 after they were knocking on the door. Rios got a man open, wide open. It's a wobbler, and it gets there in time, on time, in the hands of Neighbor. 31 yards at a West Branch, 1st and 10. Coach Sexton, but from the outhouse back into the penthouse, into the Marcy Willier Urban Acres Real Estate red zone.
Yeah, now your whole playbook's wide open, right?
1st and 10 at the 18. Chenander didn't like that red zone. It's not the case IH here in West Branch. Bears go empty, tight end left. Rios going to be that. I'm looking. They got numbers. I like it. I like this play, but the one block he needed there, he missed it. But he gets out of the first tackle. But what a great run. Nice individual effort there by Rios to give him, we'll call it 4 yards. Running strong tonight.
Our pulling guard just went to the high hip instead of the one downfield. Just missed ahead. He got it a little bit more of him. Connor might have gone for 6 there.
So 2nd and 7 now. 2nd and we'll call it a long 6. Actually, right at 6 from the 14. What are you looking at here? Trepanier and Miller to the right.
Empty again.
Neighbor tight on that side. Bunch formation to the Gates in motion right. Rolling right. Looking back the other way. He's got Neighbor. Oh, off his hands. Incomplete. What a well-designed play. Unfortunately falls to the turf. It's going to break up 3rd and 6 for the Bears. They went to the same play they went to a couple times ago, and it was open again.
Yeah, that was, again, Coach Tiley has thrown some new stuff at him this week. That was another fantastic play design. Double post in the backside. Lincoln just kind of snuck back.
I'm watching the replay here.
He kind of went across the field back to the weak side there.
A nice decoy by Pedersen running to the right side, and you watch the replay. There's nobody within 6-7 yards of it. But now it's empty formation. Capper late to get off the field. What's going on here? 5 seconds left on the play clock. The Bears got some confusion, and they're going to have to use their second timeout. 7:50 remains in the second period. You don't want to mess up this situation. Obviously, we mentioned it in the pregame, your kicker's got a strong leg. You don't want to have to use him, but you can. But you don't want to take away an opportunity to possibly get a first down or even touchdown.
I don't know for a fact, but it wouldn't surprise me if Coach Nestor gives Coach Tiley 2 plays here as well. You know, you're 3rd and 7. You know, anything he wants to run, he can run here. And if we get to where we're a yard or 2 short, we're probably going to go.
Well, Teddy Bucknell is your quarterback at the 7th grade. What do you call him with the 7th grade? Let's give away secrets here. Because you know that all the other coaches are watching huddle. For 7th grade football, yeah.
Well, the thing of it is we have a variety of weapons on the 7th grade team that we could go to. But my thinking right here, we're going to go with a little trick play. We're going to go overloaded one side. We're going to motion across and do a pop pass to our tackle.
Okay, tackle pop pass. It's not something you see every day. Well, the Bears are
Noah Hike special.
This is an empty formation, so I don't think he heard you. 3 left, 2 right, showing blitz. 4 now to the left as Kemper goes in motion. Looking, got a single set out here. He's got to get rid of it. Throws it down to the ground, incomplete. Outside, good play there. Don't give away the yards. Rio, smart play. No decision here. Quick decision to bring in number 82, Gingrich, to try the field goal. This one will be 14 plus 17. My quick math, it's going to be around a 30 or 31 yard field goal. Depends on the spot. And he's certainly got the leg. It will be a 31-yard field goal attempt once Rios puts the tee down right at the 21.
Boy, they have a lot of kids over here on the left side. They're coming heavy off this edge.
They sure are. Stay set, West Branch. Stay firm. Good snap. Quick hold. Kick is down. It's wide right, I think. It is wide right. Plenty of leg. He kicked that one down to Main Street Suites. Stephen Grace was making him a polar bear. He was down there so far with the kick. But unfortunately for the Bears, a good drive. Come up empty. Sailors hold. After all of that, they hold. And good play by them.
Well, how about we go 3 and out here, Jay, and get right back to work on the offensive end.
Plenty of time left in the second quarter. 7 minutes and 40 seconds.
You know, when Columbus played Beckman a couple weeks ago, it was kind of a pretty similar score with a little bit less time than this. I think they went in at halftime down 35-7, so hopefully the Bears can match it.
We'll see. Robinson has pressure. He decides to run, and he's got a lot of room. Tackled by Neighbor and Capper, but not before Robinson gets 11 yards to the 31. And that's a Sailor 1st and 10. Great play there. He was trying to take a deep shot off the seam. It wasn't there. So when you got that, everybody's running downfield. You're going to have a lot of running room if you can get by the line of defense up front.
Yeah, we had decent pressure up front. We just kind of overran him, didn't we?
Yeah, from the outsides to the outside, left the middle wide open, and he took advantage of it. He moves a lot like, if anybody's watched old NFL football, Tony Banks was the quarterback for the Rams and Michigan State. He moves a lot like that guy. Well, speaking of taking some movement, timeout. Sailors, I believe that's their second of the period. Both teams have used 2.
I was kind of curious to see what play they're going to run. On film, they showed that formation quite frequently. It'd be quads to one side. Number 1's on the ball. Actually, the 4th guy inside is actually on the ball, so he is ineligible.
He's ineligible.
What they do on film quite frequently is that guy that's ineligible, he just turns around and shows numbers like he's running a bubble, even though he's ineligible. They actually come back to this side to the tight end, trying to catch you off guard. So I would be watching if you see that formation for toss sweep to the quads, quarterback boot to the quads, or tight end down the seam.
Can you do a show and go off of that as well?
Oh, I'm sure they have that in their playbook, yeah.
And hoping quarterback's looking to see if the heads and the eyes of the back of the safety of the back line are into the backfield, and then take a shot. And, of course, they come out in twins right, twins left. Schultz, the lone set, to Robinson's right. Quick looking for the slant. Nothing there.
Stay
Nothing
tight.
there.
Good job, Brandon.
Robinson runs out.
Ball. That's ours.
That is a fumble. West Branch recovers. No, they're going to say he's out of bounds. Wow. I can tell you from this angle, he was 100% inbounds when he was hit, and the ball never went out of bounds. But you can't change it. It's going to go down as a 1-yard tackle for loss. Ball spotted at the 30, 2nd and 11. Wow, that's an interesting change of events. I'm not being a homer at all there. I'm just saying from my naked eye, and I've got pretty good vision, he was definitely inbounds when he fumbled. I'm watching it back here, and he is both feet in, and the ball's loose. But anyway, handoff this time to Schultz. Tries up the middle, going nowhere. Kepper and France right up at the line. No going. 0-yard gain. 3rd and 11 at the 30. Bears standing tall.
Bears running some fresh legs here. The defensive line, Jericho Hobbs, making an appearance. Hopefully Jericho can put some heat on him. Yeah, it's definitely out. All right, boys, let's just get off the field here, defense.
3rd and 11 at the 30. Motion to the left by the back. He's got a personal protector there. Robinson looking. Pocket
pressure.
collapses. And there is a sack. First one of the night.
Jericho Hobbs.
Jericho Hobbs.
That's a way to take advantage, kid.
The little Australian rugger. Getting the call, getting the play. How about that? That's a 5-yard loss. It's bringing up 4th and 16 for the Sailors at their own 25.
Had the privilege of coaching with Jericho's father for several years. I'm sure the DJ's pretty happy about that play. All right, boys, let's get this one, huh? We've been close every time.
So I'll tell you what. Here, maybe get a good return. High snap. Quick kick. Gets a little higher this time. It's returnable. Pedersen from his own 40. Makes the first guy not miss. What a great open field tackle there.
Maybe.
Great open field tackle is Aiden Hosh holding on and gets help with his friends. Pedersen only a 4-yard return, but 5:12 remains in the half, and the Bears are 57 yards from the end zone. First and 10 at 43. Okay, Bear fans.
One timeout. Let's put one together here, JT.
The Bears had the opening kickoff, received the opening kickoff, so the Sailors will get the ball unless they decide to pull an Illinois from a couple years ago and kick it off both halves, but not many people take that scenario. That's usually not smart. But the Sailors will get the second half kickoff. Empty formation. Keaton Gates on the slot left. Capper and Pedersen to the right. Gates, Hills, Neighbor, Gates formation, and I think the time ran out, and it did on the play clock. Delay of game on West Branch. There was a lot of mix-up and confusion there. You could see it, a slow developing play. Free 5 yards for the defense, making it first and 15 from the 38. Not exactly the first down play you want is a loss of 5, but hey, it's first and 15 now, so you actually get an official first down here. Empty. Capper again, motion left. Possible little bubble pass, bubble and go. Looking for a slant to Pedersen. He drops the ball. They're going to call it a fumble. And it's recovered by Pedersen. Dropped by Pedersen. Sticks with it. Picks it back up on his own. All totaled, that is a 13 and 5, 18-yard completion of the 45. A 6-yard fumble to the 39, recovered by the man who fumbled it. The Bears are in business, first and 10.
I'm sure that one will be showed on film numerous times. Brandon needs to respect that ball a little bit more and tuck it away.
And Coach Nestor has out his Kirk Ferentz notebook and was writing it down. Trips right, tight end left. Single set as Pedersen left. Keaton Gates.
I thought so too.
We got it looks like the flag's going to be on West Branch, as the outside official says, and the man in the white hat agrees. False start against the Bears.
Man, these will drive an OC insane. Having to start first and 15, 2 consecutive series, that's something we don't want.
First and 15 now from the 44. You are in the other team's. You are on the other team's side of the field. You want to stay there. You want to get deeper into that side of the field. Trips right. Pedersen left. Keaton Gates looking for Pedersen. That's underthrown. And that's going to be picked off. And he has got a lot of room. And he is wheeling, and De La Rios is the only man to stop him. A piece of yellow fabric was thrown. Run out of bounds at the 14-yard line. But there is a flag
I'm real
here.
Anxious to see what this is. That kid kind of cracked back to try and hit Michael, and Michael ran him over. This better not be called on us here.
I don't know, but the impressive part was the 30-yard throw by the flag.
I really don't know what the flag would be. I have no idea. The kid blocked back, but Michael still had a chance to make the play.
Let's see here. The yellow fabric. They're pointing to the right, and I don't know if they're just pointing back to the spot or if they're going to point it on the Sailors.
Well, the ball stayed down there.
Let's see. We're walking backward. Still waiting for a call. We're going to call. We're looking at the replay here to try to find out if we can see anything.
It's right here. Michael's running. The kid's coming back to block Michael, and they had a big collision.
As soon as they hit, the flag is thrown.
Right. There was a big collision, but Michael doesn't have the kid's trying to block him. Not really sure what Michael could do, so it must be on them maybe, huh?
I don't know. Oh,
Waving it off?
They did not wave it off.
It's either on them or no flag.
He's coming to the West Branch sideline to tell him what's going on. We're waiting to find out, and here comes the call. The man with the white hat says,
sideline warning.
Sideline warning.
Okay. All that
for a sideline warning. I don't think Coach Nestor is really excited about that on the West Branch sideline.
To be honest, I'm glad that was a call, not something for an illegal block or for Michael.
But if it's a sideline warning, wouldn't the ball still go up to at the end of the play?
My guess is what happened, and I'm not talking from experience, but my guess is the referee running the sidelines ran into somebody. They usually get really upset in a hurry by that.
So they are going to go to where the ball was marked out. There's no official that's staying on the line of where it was. It was at about the 14, but now they're going to say it's at the 18.
Close enough.
Turn of events. And now the guys I don't know. Let's just wait.
It's probably
let the dust settle. Okay. I do know this. It's Waterloo Columbus football. Nice play defense there. Faraday with the pressure, and boom. First and 10 at the West Branch 18. Emptying it out. Something tells me you got single set out here. Robinson looking for that, but a blitz off the one
side.
Rip it. Right. That's intentional grounding, and it's called. Great pressure there by Cooper Gates and Lincoln Neighbor bringing him down. He just throws it down. That is intentional grounding. The yellow fabric is on the ground. The man in the white hat, I'm guessing that's going to agree with. That's a spot foul and a loss of down. Let's let the dust settle here. Obviously, we yelled it right away, and I know there are Waterloo Columbus fans listening in, and it sounded homerish, but it was just obvious at that time. That was the call, and it is. Loss of down, intentional grounding. The ball now spotted at the 37-yard line, 19-yard loss, 2nd and 29. 10 plus 19? Third grade math? Is that much?
Sure sounds right.
All right.
I know my kids at home are figuring that out before their teacher is.
There it is. And they're hoping that's worth an extra point or two
for
the end of the season sale.
Third graders, if you beat Mr. Miller to that math fact, you make sure you let me know on Monday.
Extra chocolate milk at lunch. Okay. Sailor's going to come out. This time trips left. Number 5, Owen Hosh, sophomore, singled up to the right. Robinson looking that way, and he's going that way. He's got a step on him. Perfectly thrown ball off the outstretched hands of Hosh. That was thrown in a perfect spot. Owen Hosh tried to make he laid himself out, just couldn't bring it in. But Keaton Gates is with him step for step. There's not much he can do with a ball thrown like that.
Yeah, that's a fact. Keaton was in real good position. That was a perfectly thrown ball, though. Once again, we said it about Lincoln's. That quarterback deserves a nod there as well, because that was we could not make the play. The only one that had a chance was his receiver.
And similarly, last week, if you're tuning in or if you've seen it against Dyke New Hartford, similar scenario. It was on the money. Keaton was with him. He caught the ball for a touchdown. 3rd and 29, empty formation. Robinson looking, pressure. Looks like the ball's loose.
Like
the ball is loose. Recovered. It is recovered by a lineman there by the Sailors, but sacked.
Man, he got bent in half there.
Big Mike. And Gates are in there.
Good pressure by the Bears. Yeah, we had a lot of heat on him that time.
Big Mike and Gates are in there from both sides. A loss on the play of 8. It was 1st and goal at the 18. Now it's 4th and 37 at the 45. Good snap. Very good end over end punt taken by Pedersen going backward. Ooh, getting to the outside. He's got some room. Does a little step here, step there.
Good return.
Nice return out to the 32-yard line. Pedersen will give him 24 on that return. Excuse me, 23.
Got a flag on the.
There is a piece of fabric on the ground. I'm going to guess that's not against the Sailors. That looks like it's going to be against West Branch if that's in that formation, as the back official is already walking back to where the ball was caught.
Yeah, he was just picking up his beanbag. This guy on their sidelines, he's been a busy man so far.
He's been a busy man for both teams.
Yeah, not saying that he's calling a bad game. I'm just saying he's had a lot of action in his half.
They might want to get a trainer on him. His arm, his shoulder's sore. They're going to call a block in the back on West Branch. That negates a return to the 33. The ball's now spotted at the 21. 3-2-4. 3 minutes, 24 seconds remain in the first half. Bears have plenty of time here with one timeout.
I think I'm
Bunch left, running back set to the right. It's going to be and that back goes in motion, right? Is that a bubble pass there? No, he fakes it. And when he turns to run, remember 22, Schultz. I told you we'd call his name, and he was all over that one. Loss of 4, the sack. Great play by the Sailors. Blitzing every which way but loose right now.
Yeah, these outside linebackers, I think they're probably coming about 3 out of every 4 times, aren't they?
Yeah. Look, that reminds me shades of the first game. Williamsburg was kind of doing the same thing. Now Gates slips out. We've got an empty backfield. Tight end on the left is Neighbor. Rios calling the play out, 2nd and 14 from the 18. Looking for a man. He doesn't have anybody. Gets out in the open.
Good job, keeping
And there's a flag in the backfield after a nice pickup. That is probably going to come back on West Branch. Let's wait and see. Nice pickup there, 13-yard rush. But let's see if this gets negated. And, of course, the crowd's starting to say, call it both ways, but that's not how it works.
Connor did a nice job there keeping his eyes downfield.
Yeah. Holding on West Branch. That's a spot foul to 15. So it's a half the distance to the goal line, so probably going to go back to about the 9.
We just need to
get out of
quit
this.
Shooting ourselves in the foot here.
Yeah.
My goodness. We're making it hard on ourselves.
And they need some clock to run.
Mm-hmm.
The ball spotted. I take that back. They went all the way back to the 8-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and a mile. 2nd and 23 at the 8. Now you don't take many shots. You try to keep a hold of the ball. No turnovers. Gates in motion. This time, Rios rolls left, throws back to the right. Neighbor catches it this time. Nice block by Crossweight. Little swim move by Neighbor over top of the defender. Nice pickup to the 29. It's going to be 2 yards short, but that's what the Bears need to get out of it. 22-yard reception.
Nice little tight end screen. Nice little throwback there.
But he's got to not be careful of doing his J.B. Wagman impersonation with the swimming the ball over top of the defender. I know that's his patented. Neighbor's trying to patent that move himself. Trips right, single man left, 3rd and 2.
73 wheel right there.
There it is. Quick pitch out to Gates. He's got some room. Tripped up, but not before he gains 11 yards on a 1st and 10 for the Bears at the 40-yard line. 1:56 and the clock is running.
That's a favorable matchup for the Bears there. They have linebacker running with Coop. I like that call all day long.
No need to rush. No need to hurry. I mean, would you like to get points? Yes. But if you can run this clock, that's a good thing as well.
Mouthpiece here.
Snap. Nobody open. He's got a man in the middle.
Yep.
He doesn't see him. But this time he's rolling out to the right. He just throws it away. Incomplete. Rios is slow to get up. Nice help there by his teammates, getting him out back onto the field. Going to bring up 2nd and 10 at the 40. Tell you what, you know what? When the play breaks down, you're rolling out, you got nothing. That is heady. That's a smart play.
Yeah, and it stopped the clock for us too. So conserve that timeout.
Here, I say run it. He says stop it. We're on the same page.
That's
I love
right.
it.
Hey, I'm an offensive coordinator.
I know. I always want a chance.
That's right.
But that's the scenario where, hey, it's okay. 2nd and 10 for the Bears. This time 2 to the right, 1 to the left. This time Capper coming in motion right to left. Looking maybe a screen set. No, he's got a man out here wide open. It's Trepanier. Hits him nice. That is on the money. That's about a 45-yard throw across to get a 12-yard completion to Sailor territory at the 48-yard line, 12 yards, 1st and 10. Nice play. Trepanier in the books. A lot of juniors getting receptions tonight. Trips right. Looking left. There's that pass. That wheel look out there to Cooper. He's got some open field. Gets past the first guy. Gets past the second. And there's a flag on the play. That came really late. To me, there's nobody. There's nobody West Branch even in the area where it's thrown. There's nobody in the area where it's thrown. The only thing I can see is a face mask.
Yeah, Matt's saying he saw her pretty easy.
Jeanette,
good one.
Face mask. Let's see what it is.
I think there's only one in high
Is
school,
there?
right?
It's going to be he's looking at it, it's like he's going to go personal foul.
It's always a personal
like Mr. Fuji, there it is, personal foul. Little chop on the left wrist. We're going forward. Old school, 15 yards.
There's no 5 yard.
There is no 5-yard penalty at the high school level.
Remember, I just coach. I don't know the rules, Matt.
I don't either.
After all of that, the Bears now have the ball knocking on the door
I don't do either.
in the red zone at the 17. 1 minute and exactly remains in the half. Quick pitch out here to Keaton Gates this time. Stay to the
Keaton.
outside.
Go, kid.
He's got a
Go,
block
kid.
to the outside.
Nice
Runs
bend.
into his blocker. Tackled by number 12. Nolan gets him to the 2. Nice carry there by the sophomore. 16 yards and a Bear first and goal. 50 seconds on the clock is ticking. Plenty of time. No need to hurry. Under center.
Go.
There's
Sneak
that
it.
center touchdown coming up here. It is. Pushing forward, and that is.
Perfect.
Give it to Tate France, the center. It's his touchdown. He won't see it in the paper. Rios, 2 yards, touchdown. Just like I said, go down and score.
You know, that you think about that drive, too. That thing had disaster written all over it from the start with those early penalties being clear back on our 8-yard line once we finally started kind of going this direction. 92 yards in, 3 or 4 minutes? That's
Wow.
Very good work by the Bears.
92 yards in 2 minutes and 3 seconds.
Is that what
if
it
you
was?
want to get technical. I'll take it.
My guess is that'll make
Little
Coach
confusion.
Tyler
They're
smile a
missing
bit.
somebody. Here comes Jericho Hobbs in late. Still plenty of time. 15 seconds on the play clock. I about said shot clock. It's either way. It works.
Again, they're coming so
They are
heavy off our
bunching
right
hard.
side.
But the Bears hold that line up well this time. And the kick this time splits those yellow pieces of things going upright. It is good. 37.2 seconds remain in the second quarter. West Branch 28, Waterloo Columbus 7. Wow. Turn of events. It's 21-7. Throw an interception. The Sailors return it to the 18. And then they started to be a very gracious visitor, which is not what you want to do, and lose 27 yards on their play. You get first and goal at the 18, looking to make it a one-score game.
That's right.
To get the ball back in the second half.
Yeah, talk about a huge momentum swing there for
Wow.
the Bears. My goodness.
But we'll take it.
And then when we got back on offense, we did our best to kind of jail ourselves as well.
Yeah, the Bears will take it because all at the end, after the dust settles, the rain has gone away, 7 points for West Branch, 28-7. 37.2 seconds remain in this half. Halftime we'll play a little bit of the band tonight. Matt Shenander loves that West Branch band. Got to give them some love. They work hard. All week long, they do summer camps, they do boot camps. They work as hard as anybody. Going to give them some love here on the Bearcast. You darn right. Ginrich, low kick, spinning, picked up Sunday bounce there at the 24 by the up man. He goes forward 10 yards and is sat straight up and down and back by Sully Brook. That's why we interviewed that kid. If you didn't get a chance to see it on WestBranch.Football, go check it out.
It's actually 58 instead of 50. It's Hayden.
58.
Hayden Haynes, isn't
Hayden
it?
Haynes.
Yep, that's great hustle by
Okay.
Hayden. Getting down there and covering that.
The jersey was scrunched, so
Yeah.
you couldn't quite tell. Return to the 34, 31.9 seconds here, West Branch.
Let's see how they play this.
Sailors have one time out.
Looks like they're under center in victory formation, as I like to call this. My guess is we're going to go into the half.
There's a flag, though, because I think the left tackle may have decided that he was going to take some time. He didn't want to stay set, and that's what they're calling. That yellow piece of fabric is against the Sailors, moving it back. So at halftime, we're going to play the band. And then West Branch Athletic Director Jake Stenberg is going to join us.
What?
Yes, I know. It's a
Fantastic.
scorcher. He's going to join us. We're going to talk all things West Branch athletics. Team rush there by Robinson. The clock is ticking. The shot clock is higher. The play clock is higher than the game clock, which if you think that out, it means you don't need to run another play. And it doesn't look like they will. That's probably going to be the end of the first half. 5 seconds. And we'll just go ahead and say it is West Branch 28, Waterloo Columbus 7. Coach Sexton, quick thoughts before we go to a break.
You know, we kind of talked about our keys beforehand about, offense coming out explosive, and Coach Tyler putting 28 up in the half. That's very impressive. And to be honest, the 7 points they get was not on our defense. So very, very good half for the Bears. hopefully it's something to maybe keep pointing us in the right direction here.
And I think West Branch will come out in the second half. They're not going to change much up. Says of right now, there's not seeing much. They're doing a lot of that short yardage, just taking advantage of the short yardage and the numbers on the outside. When you get even numbers and you got one-on-one, like you said, a guy like Gates, 190 with power, low to the ground, it's going to be tough to bring him down to the open field.
Yeah, they've really struggled against our bunch set when we're running that toss pitch. They've had a lot of issues with that. And I have a sneaky suspicion that if we continue to show that formation, we're probably going to start to see some things where we're going more vertical routes off of it.
Okay. 28-7 your score. We're going to get into our halftime festivities. The West Branch Band is about to take the field. We'll be back with you here in about 5 to 7 minutes to talk with West Branch Athletic Director Jake Stenberg. Join us here on the Bearcast. You've been listening on WestBranch.Football.com.
Be sure to.
Have you reviewed your insurance lately? Contact the Fullwider Insurance Agency to set up a free insurance review of your policies. We offer personal, commercial, life, health, and crop insurance to protect all aspects of your life. As trusted choice independent agents, we can work with multiple companies to find the best coverages at the most competitive prices. Call 643-2695 to speak to one of our agents. Supporting the West Branch Bears for over 50 years, the Fullwider Agency, where your insurance is our assurance.
Be sure to stick around after the game for our post-game coverage. We'll recap the game, talk with coaches and players, and award our player of the game. And, as always, keep an eye on WestBranch.Football and our social media channels for video highlights, photos, and more from the game.
Whether you're in a hurry headed to the game, squeezing in lunch between meetings, or if you just want to avoid the crowd, try Main Street Suites' new online ordering. Log on to MainStreetSuitesWB.com and click on Online Ordering to begin your order. You can customize your sandwiches or ice cream just the way you want, pay online, and then call when you arrive to have it brought to your car. Online ordering from Main Street Suites, proud supporter of the West Branch Bears.
This is Marcy Willier with Urban Acres Real Estate. Are you looking to buy or sell a home in the West Branch area or surrounding communities, or just have questions in general? Give me a call at 319-936-5899. Go Bears!
We are proud to present your West Branch Marching Bears.
7 minutes. Back live here on the Bearcast. West Branch 28, Waterloo Columbus 7. There's about 10 and a half minutes remaining. As you can hear the West Branch marching bears in the background. Looks like about 50 to 60 strong this year.
You bet.
West Branch Activities Director Jake Stenberg joins us. The only person on a Friday night that might be as busy or close to as busy as Matt Chenander is you.
Absolutely.
So, all right, we begin a new school year. You got all kind of, obviously, football is going on. You got band going on. You got cross country at City High, bowling,
Yep,
and volleyball.
Yep. You
so,
bet.
how do you manage? How is it as an activities director? How do you get that all managed on one page?
Well, on a night like tonight, I'm sweating. Everybody else is kind of chilly, but no, it's a lot. But at the same time, it's something I really enjoy. And we got a good group of coaches and directors and just people working for us. So makes my job easy.
Do you know, I mean, off the top of your head, or do you remember? I don't know. Maybe if you don't, Barney might know. When did the co-op, that's the cooperation between City High and West Branch for cross country begin? When did that begin?
Well, I believe it's over 30 years old now.
I was thinking somewhere in the 80s or 90s.
I'd have to ask Coach Cottingham on that one, but I know it's been at least 30 years that we've had somebody over at City High. We love going over there. They treat us as their own, and you ask any of the kids, they love being over there, so it's a really good thing for us.
I think it may have been shortly. Barney graduated in 87, right?
Okay.
88.
West Branch was actually at a 2 or 3 year run there of state team championships, as his classmates won the individual title 3 years in a row.
Sure.
Dan Kroll. So I think once that disbanded, that class of 4 or 5 guys of your grade, Barney, it may have started. So it's been
early
a
90s.
long time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I mean, there are a lot of things that go on, athletic director, behind the scenes, behind where you got to be at this event and this event, that event and this other event. You also got to be in discussions with, you get in discussions about basketball and about track and about golf and about this and about that.
You bet.
How many times a week, is it something every week that you're in contact with the Iowa High School Athletic Association?
Yeah, whether directly or indirectly, they have Zoom meetings with all the ADs once a week. So you get on that and you can ask questions, but they try to cover the up and coming topics. But on a daily basis, it's more talking with other conference ADs and local ADs around here, just to, the ones that are in the same boat as us.
We'd love to put you on the spot. We already know the answer to the question of which sport's the easiest one to deal with. We already know the answer to that question. It's obviously the badminton.
Girls golf, boys golf is kind of
challenging.
Yeah, well, now you got to change in the guard there. So you lost Coach O'Neill. You bring in Coach Miller. Good luck with that.
That's
one. You
true.
think that was going to be an easy transition?
So, as an official in the Iowa High School Athletic Association, as for the Iowa Officials Association for basketball, from my perspective, I just sign up for games where I say, "Hey, Mr. or Ms. Athletic Director, I would like to officiate at your school."
Right.
How easy is it to set up officials for games when you've got 300 plus member schools trying to set things up?
It's getting harder and harder. As you can see, the average age of officials just keeps increasing, and then the young ones that we get are, on average quitting before year 3. And so with the growing number of opportunities that we want to provide, also it thins out the herd of officials that are able to cover those games, and so it is challenging. And so that's why, I try to keep our fans off the officials as best as we can. I want them to enjoy their experience here, so that they're welcome back here. They want to come back here. They have good experience, and it's not something we have to deal with in the future.
And I think from an officiating perspective, from my own experience, you get to the point to where you try not to pay attention to the crowd.
Yep.
Because if you get into I think some of the younger officials that you mentioned, sometimes you can get into that, cross that line of you start listening more to the crowd than paying attention to the game, and unfortunately it kind of takes away from the actual action on the field.
It does.
So when you were a young man, a young lad, what made you decide to be an athletic director?
I love sports. That's where it really started. I played college baseball myself, and I got to the point where I didn't want to give up being able to be around sports. And then I kind of got the opportunity to choose whether I wanted to be in the high school or the college route. I didn't know what the college route would be like, and I knew I loved high school sports. I love the kids. I love interacting with them. I love the coaches. I love the community. You don't get a sense of community anywhere else but high school sports, and West Branch is special in that regard. So it's kind of something that just kind of fell in my lap, just trying to stay involved in sports, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I got a career here. So
how many years is this now at West Branch?
This is my 8th year.
I mean, you're 22 years old, for goodness sake.
Yes. Yes.
You've been here 8 years. Well, things have changed, not just from athletic but, I mean, you got to have a work-life balance at some point. And your life has changed over the last year or 2 years.
Yep.
Young Riggins has joined. Your young child, your boy, has joined. How much has that changed, the amount of time you put in and just be how hard is it to concentrate when you get home?
Well, first off, that's why my wife is a superhuman.
That's the truth. Shout out to wives.
Yes.
Speaking of which, by the way, Barney and his wife just celebrated their 20.
You're number 21 on September 6th. So how anybody could put up with me that long, Jake?
There you go.
I mean, you've only had me for 8 years. You're ready to get rid of me. She's had me for 21.
So say that. So back to you.
No, but to answer your question, if it weren't for a supportive family, supportive wife at home, it wouldn't be possible. But with Riggs growing up here, it's going to be about he's going to grow up at the ball field, at the football field, at the soccer field, the basketball court, wherever it is, and that's another reason why I'm going to invest so much into our high school athletes, because they're the ones that he's going to be able to see. So I want them to be someone that he wants to be when he grows up.
Yeah, it's a whole new perspective when you become a father, and your kids are looking up to these kids. It brings a whole new mentality to the game.
So real quick, we'll get one more question, and then we're going to get back into the pregame. And we'll actually, if you want to stick around for a minute or two, you can join us on the call. I know you might be on the sideline too, but what if someone out there is thinking about getting into being an activities director, athletics director? What kind of demeanor do you need, and what do you recommend for them?
So one of two things. First of all, to answer your demeanor question, you got to have thick skin. You got to be able to think on your feet a little bit.
Because everybody wants, I want jerseys. Hey, I want equipment. I want that.
You bet. But I would say figure out if you want to be a teacher or not. If you want to be a teacher, I would recommend going that route first and then working your way up into administration. If you want to just go straight into being an AD, you're going to have to go get your master's right away and stuff like that. So those are kind of the two paths you have to take. But it's really there's a lot of turnover with ADs, and it's really a job that I think once you find your right fit, like I have here, you'll love it.
Okay. Well, we got 3 minutes. They just put that extra time on the clock as we get ready to go into the second half.
Sure.
28 West Branch, 7 Columbus. Now, you're on the sidelines. Yep. What are you seeing down there, and what do you want to keep seeing?
Well, I think you look at the game right now, and it could easily be, 35 or 42 points on the board for us. We've left some points out there. So you want to see the execution. But we're a young team. We have a lot of juniors, sophomores that are playing key roles for us. And so some of those things like, a fumble here or a penalty there, that's youth, and we got to work through those things. And the flip side of that is, with that youth, as we made some conversation up here as well, it could easily be a closer game. Yep. It just seems like just a flip of a coin ago. It's 21-7. Interception. The Sailors are knocking on the door, first and 10 at the 18, and the Bears hold strong. And obviously our defense has to keep doing its thing. So. Okay. Well, let's bring in the second half. West Branch will be kicking off. I'm not sure which side they're going to kick off, but they'll be kicking off, probably going with the wind. So that's south to north. Whatever wind is there, that's the way we're going. West Branch has been successful on both sides of the football offensively. Connor Rios tonight, 132 yards passing so far. That is a pretty good first game audition for his season. Good for that young man. Good for him. And he's found 5 different receivers tonight. So that's another thing. He's not just picking on a Brandon Peterson or a Lincoln Neighbor or an Ethan Miller or a Cooper Gates or a Cap. Mm-hmm. Yep. So
he's spreading it around. It's kind of what because you don't want to settle on one because the defense can start picking on that. But rushing the ball as well, the Bears have been successful there with 141 yards rushing too. So you do the math, that's a lot of offense.
Yep, it's balanced.
Balanced offense. So, Coach Sexton, give us your key here as we get to the first kickoff of the opening half.
Second half. Now's when, as a defensive coach, you want to be greedy. We went 3 and out here to get right back on the offense and let the offense go right back to work. If we can get, put another touchdown up here before they do much on offense, it's going to get ugly in a hurry, I do believe.
As an activities director, you also got to be into play-by-play. You're the emergency guy here.
All right.
So let's let you call this first play from the kick.
All right.
Kick to the end. Jake Stenberg taking over.
Just another way that Jake shows why he is the GOAT of all ADs, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying you could have the chance. He's like, no, this is my job anyway.
No, and I say that from the truth. Jake, unfortunately, gets to deal with me with junior high basketball, junior high football, and golf, and there's nobody in the area better.
We're waiting, I think, maybe for some lights to turn off. Love that.
So I buttered up a little bit. Maybe we can get a new golf shirt this year.
Yeah, I'm talking about that. We got a catalog. Where's it at?
All right, Reese, let's put one in the end zone.
Here you go, Jake. You're on.
All righty. All right, Reese Gingrich, number 82, getting ready to kick off.
Looks like Schultz and Haas are deep again for you.
Oh, touched early. Is that Haas again?
Number 22 for the Sailors running the ball.
Good job,
and a swarm, a herd, whatever you would call it, of bears.
A den of bears?
There we go.
Yeah.
And that's something you love to see, too. A kid like Hayden Haynes hasn't had a ton of playing time, and that's 2 times he's covered well on our kickoff teams.
Yep. Kind of like Jericho Hobbs in the first half with that sack. Man, he was pumped up.
They return it out. They're going to spot the ball at the 22-yard line. This is one of those possessions, I think, Jake and Randy, that from a defensive perspective, you want to keep the momentum. You want to keep it going. If you can get a 3-and-out here or a stop, turnover on downs one way, shape, or form, get it back to your offense, maybe get another drive and put 6 up, you start to really, really steal all the momentum. So we're setting it up.
Trips again.
Trips left, single set to his left is Schultz. They've been showing run left
Counter
on this. Or right, left as I'm looking at it, right counter. He may have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. They're actually going to give him one before he is met by who's coming up?
I think it's Cooper.
Gates and maybe Crossweight in there as well, a gain of 1.
Tate just kind of held the ground there, too. He just kind of stopped everything going forward. 2nd and
9. So, real quick, we noticed this. One of the biggest, maybe the best thing of the night, best play of the night. PTPer, the man with the digital thing on the side. It's something else.
Yes, donated by the Capper family, so thank you to them.
That is awesome. You can see what down it is. It's great. Showed a late blitz. It is picked up by the Sailors, thrown out to the flat.
Nice play, Coop.
Picked up Schultz making that catch. Cooper Gates on the stop. He's going nowhere. They're going to say no gain. Big play.
Just like we were talking, pregame about how they show you a lot of different things. We just got to make sure our eyes are disciplined. That's a fantastic play by Cooper. He read that right out of the start.
So 3rd and a long 9, short 10. Whatever way you want to look at it, it's where the defense wants to be. You got him a lot of yards to get.
See Christophel's in there, linebacker now, giving somebody a little break.
Looks like, yeah.
Maybe in for Oliver.
There's that quads look you were talking about earlier that they finally shown.
Now here he comes up on line of scrimmage, so that guy's ineligible.
He's ineligible.
Watch
and Coach Nestor,
that's a screenplay.
Screenplay. He's open. Nice downfield block by his lineman in front of him.
Nice play call.
Great play to Schultz.
Play.
They got all the attention coming to the right side. They go backside and get numbers. 2-on-1. That's what you want. Nice pickup, 15 yards and a Sailor, 1st and 10. Digging out, coming out of the hole. Great play call. I'm sure Dan Knipp, listening in up in Waterloo, is excited about that. Maybe not as excited as his son dressing up for the Hawks tomorrow. Snap here, 1st end, cuts to the right, had a little bit of space, but it is closed down quickly. France in there. Crossweight, his best buddy in there.
You know, after that first series, our D-line has really kind of been stifling with their run game.
Yep. Franz is tough, man. He keeps his shoulders square to the line and he goes wherever the ball is.
So what do you see? I mean, these senior captains, 2 of them in on that play. What do you see in them in the high school? How are they?
I see that, in the high school, they're 2 of the best kids in our school. Quiet, but 2 of the best kids. They lead by example.
That's what you want.
Empty again here.
Second 10. Robinson looking
Let's
left.
get
He's
it.
looking
Ball.
fumble on the play.
Oh, Dave,
got it.
Touchdown. Big guy.
Big man rumbling. Big fella. Going to take it 27 yards to the house for Chenander.
Oh, that is fantastic. We went up here.
But hold up. Let's not get too excited. There's a man down on the field for the Sailors. Let's let that take its course. Let that man. He is getting up.
Cramping up.
Yeah,
looks like he's cramping up. That's number 50. Lucas Clark, a freshman. He's going off on his own power. It is good to see that. But I tell you, nothing beats a big man touchdown.
Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
And you know, how good is this guy? He steps into the booth for minutes, and he's talking about this Tate Franz
He's a
kid.
great
What's
kid.
he do?
Next play.
Great kid. Yeah, pretty good little football player.
Beginner's luck.
Yeah, the Hawks are favored tomorrow. What's going to happen there? Snap down. Gingerich kick. Not quite to the butt. Oh, top of the crow's nest. Call it off the roof.
Good leg.
And it's a great leg. It's a great kick. And it's successful. 9:29.
All right, guys, I'm going to head down to the sidelines.
The third quarter.
You having me.
Jake Stenberg,
Thanks for being
Activities,
everybody.
joins us anytime. Come on up. The AD, our boss, we got to keep him up here to see it.
The man, the myth, the legend.
The legend, Jake Stenberg.
2
Thanks
in
for
a
what he
row,
does.
Jay-Bird.
Yep.
Man, talk about some fantastic guests. You get Brad Schaefer one week, Jake Stenberg the next.
35-7. Man, what a turn of events. We were talking about getting a 3 and out. That's much better.
Yeah, exactly right. You know, what a fantastic start to the second half. And, you know, that kind of makes up for our turnover earlier for a touchdown, right? Gets us our points back.
Crazy Train playing on the overhead.
Nothing like little Ozzy to set the tone here.
I said earlier, 127 passing yards. I lied. I meant 227.
Holy cow.
Rios on the night, 9 of 17 for 227. Wow. 2 for 86 by Brandon Peterson. That 168-yard touchdown, or 72. Oliver Trepanier, 2 for 43. Ethan Miller, 1 catch, 42 yards. Rios also 10 carries for 61 and 2 scores on the ground. So he's accounted for 288 yards. Ginrich stepping it off. Low kick, a knuckler, takes a big bounce. The receiver bounces it back into the end zone. That is a touchback. It's going to come out to the 20, where the Sailors will have 1st and 10. Looking at Columbus Catholic yardage, they have 4 yards of passing. They also have 27 positive, 19 negative for 8 yards, rushing 12 yards of total offense for the Sailors. So that tells me that West Branch defense is playing well. Not just when you see 7 points on the board, but only giving up 12 yards of offense.
Yeah, no kidding. That's a pretty impressive number.
Minus the 4 or 5 from the strip sack and score on the last play. So the Bears have given up less than 10 yards of offense right now. 9:29 remaining in the third. Again, thanks for Jake Stenberg, West Branch Activities Director, for joining us. So there's the snap.
Strip it.
Running back taken down in the backfield.
Not going to believe who it was.
Was it Tate Franz?
Sure
I'm going to guess.
like
It sure was Tate Franz. That's a loss of 2. Some new faces out there on the defense. Or is it Nate Hills?
Yeah,
Actually,
Nate Hills
he's been
out
out there quite a bit tonight at that free safety position. It's better than an expensive safety. That's usually a bad thing. So 2nd and 12 at the 18 for the Sailors. Nice play by that front. As soon as Stenberg makes mention of him, the kid's now an All-American. Man of motion. Mixed up on the play. Fumbled snap. Robinson. Money on the play. Because he's cashed to be able to collect that ball back up. to keep it with the Sailors and avoid
That'd have been a nightmare
catastrophe
for them.
I mean, the pressure was there anyway. He wasn't going to happen much after that. But, hey, he says.
I'm curious, who was is this the same center? Or is that 50 back in there at center now?
It does not look like he is. They may have somebody new. Somebody with maybe a 6 at the end of it. Well, let's look. That is 50.
Okay.
He's shaded.
Okay.
Yep. They're very young up front. You got 2 freshmen starting on the offensive line. Look for the future for this team next year. They are going to be dangerous. So Twins out. Neighbor swips out to right. Jailbreak on the line. The Bears were coming. Forced Robinson out of the pocket. Had to rush his throw to Owen Hosh out here. Great pressure by Gates and Trepanier out there on the defense. It's going to bring up 4th and 15 at the 15. Bears defense still doing the job. Only giving up now 2 total yards on the game. 12 minus 10. The kids at home.
That is unbelievable.
Good punt. Has point this time right to at the 44 is Pedersen. He's got a little room. Cuts back to the middle. Good return. That's okay. Great return. Took what he could get to a 21-yard return. Bears 1st and 10 at the 23. Knocking on the door.
I think that Brandon will see that on film and be like, man, if I broke to the left. But that's still a fantastic return. Put us in great field position here.
You got to give Matt Chenander credit. The technical director got our instant replay machine back to its beginning.
I mean, I had a choice.
Trips right, single set, Miller to the left. There's a play.
Cooper
Gates had 2 guys on his legs in the backfield. Nobody on his legs anymore. Running free. That's 23. The code MJ. But that's 6 for Gates.
Man, what do you say? That's a great effort by Coop there, huh?
I want to watch this back. That is individual. All of it. All individual. That's all on Coop. Man, I mean, he's stopped 2 guys are converging on him as we're watching the replay at the 25. He slips out of a tackle. Miller, a nice block on the outside by Cole Crossweight. Again, Jake Stenberg mentioned him. Gingrich extra point right down the middle. We are at 42-7. West Branch leads. Iowa High School Athletic Association has rules. I'm not going to go through them all. If one team is ahead by 35 or more, basically any time there's an official timeout is the only time the clock is going to stop. As soon as West Branch kicks off, it's going to be a continuous clock. But, man, let's watch this replay back, Coach. Obviously, we don't have the John Madden clicker for live, but tell me what you're seeing here as we're pulling it back up. You got trips left, Miller single set out here to the right, and Gates singled up left of Rios.
Yeah, it's a zone replay for West Branch. Connor's responsible for reading that end on the backside. Good blocking by the line up front, and we had once again we had nice exterior blocking, just enough to give Coop a crack, and that's all that kid needs. And he's running hard today.
And what you like to see is
he looks explosive.
Yeah, and again we mentioned Crossweight. Watch this block. He maintains the edge here at the last second. Right. Engaged, 8 yards downfield, pushing forward still.
Yep.
You got to love it.
O-line has been fantastic today.
We're going to chat here when we can hear one another a little bit better. The lightning and the thunder is a song. It's not actually happening here. I know it's loud enough it might scare the atmosphere into it happening. It's a raucous crowd here at the Little Rose Bowl.
I almost want to give Matt the hot mic over here. Just see him singing along.
Yeah, he's good. There's nothing better than a Chenander sing-along. Just watch the replay of the kick. It split him. Gingrich, speaking of low. That's a low bouncer. Again, it sets up.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Oh,
boy. The Pro V1 bounce. Picks it up back there at the 2. He's going right.
Boys.
Going nowhere. Has a little bit of running room here to the right. But that closes quickly at the 11-yard line.
Looked like a Torrey Taylor punt there, the way he made it stick.
Man, boy, did he have a good first week. 49-yard average on 7 punts. That's a Pro V1X, yeah, because it's low spinner, less spin going forward, but it checks up. Looks like a Coach Sexton 62-degree wedge.
Yeah.
When he's lefty, but he goes righty on those shots. Yeah.
Logan in there still. Looks like Sully's in and out defense as well.
So some changes out there. Number 50 one of our pre-game interviews. If you haven't had a chance to listen to Sullivan Brook, number 50, he's out there now as an outside linebacker. Look at him coming up, posting up here, heads up, duels. New quarterback. No, it isn't. Looking out here to the right. I'm sorry. I thought it was. My apologies. Looking for number 5, Owen Hash. Falls incomplete. The Bears just staying home. Nothing big. Don't want to give up anything back. It's like the Phil Parker defense. You're not supposed to give up anything behind you. Let everything in front of you. You see the play. All across the front line, you got Big Mike, number 77, Mike Montgomery. That man, the touchdown man of the night. Might be in the running for the Chenander, the Hoop Project player of the game. Jailbreak.
Oh, boy.
He's looking down. Robinson looking for a man downfield.
Oh, nice play. Nice play by Nate.
I thought that was caught, but it wasn't. It was snapped right out of number 2, Aiden Hosh's hands. Hills, 18, a great defensive play. Looked like for a second there that quarterback was going to be converged, and there's nothing else, nowhere to go.
It was almost one of those things where I was a little concerned he might break through there and take off on the run again.
So we come up 3rd and 10 from the 11-yard line. The scoreboard says 10, but it's firmly on the 11. Not trying to throw anybody under the bus. I just see what Matt Schneider said you are. I see what I see. There's a low snap picked up by Robinson. Going deep, chucking it. It's got a man open just over his 3 yards too deep. He had 2 men beat. If he catches that, that could have been a 90-yard lights out. Incompletion, though, but the clock's running, as we mentioned. It's a running clock when a team's up by 35 or more. If you have an official's timeout, that's about the only time they're going to stop it. But
that was a nice little throw by that kid. That was a 45-yarder in the air.
Yeah. Like I said, he's got some talent.
Yeah, no doubt. Good feet.
And now he's got a punt. Speaking of feet, he's been getting some wild bounces, some deep punts tonight. High snap, goes up and gets it. He gets it off quick. This time it's a big punt. Peterson has to back up from the midfield. Going forward, it gets past this first line of defense. Hold on to the ball. Still open. Still on his feet. Still moving forward.
Good work,
it's like
Brandon.
A rugby scrum.
He might come out of this.
It's a rugby scrum, and he's getting loose to the edge of it, but not quite. What a return for the Bears out to the 27 or 28 of the Sailors, knocking on the door again. Let's see here. Let's see if there's how many changes, how many different faces are in there. So you got, it looks like Brooke in there at that right. You know what? He was in there at the right guard position. He replaced Finn McCullough earlier in the game. Peterson coming out after that nice 23-yard return, 1st and 10 from the 27. Trips left, single set left. Probably going to be maybe that quick pitch look out here. We'll see. Nope. Just a straight draw. He's bulldozing. Gets one guy, but then he stood straight up. Nice defensive play from the backside there by, of course, that man Schultz. He's all over the field, man. 5 yards. Second and 5.
You have Cooper there. He's almost seeking out contact right now.
Yeah, mission. Seek and destroy. Metallica reference. The kids in Mr. Sexton's class, don't listen to that. Stick with your math. Trips left. Single receiver right. Gates off the left hip of Rios. 7 guys in the box here. Still in that same play. This time Rios keeps it. Nice downfield block by Capper and Trepanier. Cuts inside, but there is a piece of fabric on the field in the backfield. I'm going to tell you right now, more than likely that's going to be against West Branch. Hope I'm wrong, but I'm not going to be. When the guy in the white hat throws a flag, it's never going to be, not going to be on. It's got to be a hold on West Branch, and it is. Negates a first down rush of 9 by Rios to the 11-yard line, or 11-yard rush. Now it's going to bring up 2nd and very long. Where are they going to place this ball at? The penalty marks it at the original, back to the 27. So it's going to be 2nd and 11. A lot shorter than I expected. Got to think Chucky D up here. Chucky Donahoe, the original 54. bringing up burgers.
Thank you, sir.
To the West. Draw play,
Coop.
Gates, wide open, gets past
Nice
the cuts
cut.
left, and I tell you right now, if there's no flag, that's 6. I don't see a piece of fabric. I just see 2 hands in the air for the touchdown, West Branch. Clock should probably stop, but they're not going to let it.
It's okay.
I guess that's okay if you're wanting to get for a early dinner, late dinner rather. Gates, man, he's over 100 yards on the night. Running hard.
And you think about that, too. That's minus the 71-yard carry he had earlier.
Exactly. So now they've stopped the clock. They are listening to the Bearcast. There's no doubt. I mean, education. It's key. Trepanier, the snap. To Rios, the hold. It's down. The kick is up. Right down Main Street. It's good. So it's 49 West Branch. It's 7 Waterloo Columbus. 1:45 remains in the third. We're going to stick with you here to the end of the quarter. Then we'll take a short break. Oh boy, 28-7 your halftime score. The Bears coming out punching.
Someone do the math on how many jumping jacks or how many leg kicks these poor cheerleaders have had to do today for the Bears, huh?
Now, first graders, we don't need you to do the 7 plus 14 plus 21. That's a lot of math. I don't think you've got to that section quite yet.
Well, first graders, no, but my third
graders,
they're
7, 14, 21, 28.
Yeah, one of those third graders is Bennett Sexton. I know he could do it.
Yeah, well, I thought he's not going to get any allowance money from his mother.
Yeah, shout out to Bennett's team again this year. The West Branch Jets run off to 2-0, a big win. Upset a team that they've never beat before, and they beat them pretty handily. I'm telling you, that Shug Coates, I don't know that guy's future. I don't know if he'll be able to stay with the red zone much longer.
Yeah, they're gonna. He's a wanted man.
That's exactly right.
5 on his left, 5 on his right. A ball on a tee, and Gendrich with a strong right foot. A little higher, no, wobbly, drops it down, fielded at the 2. He's got some room out here.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, that broke down. He stopped. I tell you what, he throttled down there. I don't know if he keeps going up. You know what? He had a chance.
So Sullivan or was that Hayden again? Sullivan Brooks took the ball out of that kid's hand.
You know who was down in the bottom of the scrum, though?
I do not.
Number 14.
Oh, was he?
That's Christoffel, your guy.
Not surprised.
But I think if that return man just keeps going there, he might have had a lot more room. But give the Bears outside contain some credit. We're coming up on 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. I think when that buzzer sounds, you're going to see some wholesale change. You're already seeing Christoffel in that linebacker position for Gates. Duels left and right. Run back here. No, Robinson keeps it. A little RPO package. Nice job by Brandon Shuck to the block, but he blocked the guy he blocked him forward into a would-be tackler. Gets about 4 or 5 more yards, but he keeps him short of the first down there. 8-yard completion. Who do we have? Looks like it might have been a cramp there.
Oh, for them? All right.
Yeah. Nice catch by Thomas Wall, number 7. He's off the sideline. Looks like he's just cramping up. Replaced by Spencer Schaefer, a sophomore, 5'10", 165-pound wide receiver. It's 2nd and 1 from the 31.
Gonna have to hurry here, down to 5.
8.76, 5, 4.
Oh, both try taking.
High snap.
Oh, Dylan.
Sheely was on the rush. Had him in the backfield. Robinson breaks 2 tackles, gets to the sideline, is knocked out of bounds by Trepanier. Not before he's able to get to the 33 and a 1st and 10. That'll bring us to the end of the third stanza. 3 quarters are done here in West Branch. The Bears 49, the Sailors 7. We're going to take a quick break here on the Bearcast. You're listening to us on WestBranch.
Main Street Sweets is your hometown sandwich and ice cream shop located in the heart of downtown West Branch. Between the Serving Cafe and Touched by Power, Main Street Sweets offers great burgers, tenderloins, cheese balls, and more. And don't forget the ice cream. Main Street Sweets, locally owned and operated by my wife Jessica and me, where we're always proud to support our hometown.
Want to watch tonight's game? All regular season varsity home games are streamed live on the West Branch Football YouTube channel. If you'd like to watch a road game or any other game, the YouTube channel will also have video highlights and condensed game replays. Just go to WestBranch.Football for more information.
Yee, live action. Matt loves that call. Turtle Man. Barney, you know who that is, don't you?
I know exactly who the Turtle Man is.
Yeah, Mr. Chenanders does not know.
Yeah, it's because he's a bit young.
As we begin the fourth quarter, no updated score from Cascade, West Branch's Week 4 opponent. They're playing Monticello, the Panthers, tonight.
No ace formation here. Jet sweep look. No quarterback. No idea where the ball is.
Well, it looks like it's lost. It's a fumble. It's on the ground, and West Branch has recovered it. Man, let's see who got that.
Ball is loose.
Oh, no, they're pointing the other way. They're going to say he's down. No, it is West Branch ball. I'm confused.
I think it has to be West Branch's ball. I don't think the quarterback ever touched the ball.
The guy that's right by it. Dylan Sheely, big 7-2 on the recovery. So the Bears are going to begin the quarter. Are they going to take one more set with their offensive starters here? Looks like maybe the first team is still in there. It's 49-7. 11:15 remains. The clock's ticking away. Just past 9 o'clock. The 9 o'clock hour here in West Branch. 1st and 10 from the 32. Keaton to the left. A lot of pressure off the right.
Good cut.
Left. He's cutting to the right. Keaton Gates going forward, trying to pick up where his brother left off. Oh, we got a big.
Oh, help him out, boys.
Big time cramp down there. It looks like by one of the Sailors, and
got one of West Branch kids.
And West Branch is down as well. So we got there's a little break in the action again.
Hey, while we have a little downtime, Jay, I do need to give a shout out. We got the boys that like to hang out in the shed over at Troy Boudreau's house, and I know that they've been following the game today.
Oh.
Been getting numerous texts from them. I'm a little bit disappointed because one of them is actually wearing a sailor green jacket, showing off a little bit. So if that's you, please, you do not deserve to wear that jacket.
Yeah, I mean, then that's a disrespect to the Sailors.
I would tell you. If you knew who it was, it is a huge disrespect to the Sailors.
Okay, Bear fans. Looks like Crossweight was the man in West Branch with a cramp, and he's coming off the field on his own power. No problems there.
Looks like Shea Kinsinger's going to step in for him.
Sophomore Shea Kinsinger, number 62, going to jump in there at that left guard spot, sorry. Or is it right tackle? And we'll figure it out. It's directionally challenged.
I think that they're going to be flipping some kids around here. It looks like wouldn't surprise me if Dylan maybe bumps out.
I've been told that former Sailor great, one of the all-time greats up there at Waterloo Columbus, Mason Knipp, is at the game. As I mentioned before, I talked to his dad, longtime coach.
That kid, for 3 years, has been one of the more impressive players that I've seen play. Last 2 years, has been one of the most impressive kids I've seen play. That kid is a
two-time wrestling champ.
Unbelievable.
And I tell you what, when he said he was going to Iowa and I talked to his dad, when he told me they were moving him to center, I'm like, that is perfect.
Yeah, no kidding.
He's got that Tyler
So
Linderbaum-ish
explosive.
to him. Just getting over being a little under the weather. Good to hear that he's going to dress tomorrow at Kinnick Stadium. Great family, the Knipps. Long-time members. Lot of guys through the hallways up there in Waterloo. Bears take the snap.
Oh, ball in
and
the
then,
ground.
no, they lose the snap. It's fumbled, and the Sailors are going to return the favor, take the ball back. They giveth. They're going to take it right back away. Parker Stroh on the recovery, a freshman. You got to love that.
Looks like Kinsinger staying in there. We got Jericho out there in the D-line. Sully still out there.
A lot of youth.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're short some guys, aren't we?
2 far 10. Need one more.
Yep.
They're putting one more back, and there it is. There's the even number now. The odd number, but even 11. Yeah, that works? Sticks. Yeah, 1-1, sticks. 1st and 10 Sailors, their own 25.
Live action.
Yee live action. We're back into play.
Another guy cramping.
Gosh, all kinds of guys are down on the field now. Man, this is a beautiful evening. I don't know. I feel bad for them. You never want to see this. Just all of a sudden there's a cramping epidemic here happening at WestBranch.
It's crazy, isn't it? And if you remember last year when we were at Waterloo Columbus, the Waterloo kids were having a horrible time with cramping.
Yeah.
And I don't recall West Branch's teams having big issues with that. And I've never heard a coach preach more than Coach Nestor to drink water, drink water, drink water, drink water. I have a son at home that's on the JV team, and he drinks so much water every day. I get concerned about how much he's drinking.
Dale and Colleen Vincent are hanging out with Vic Capper. Vic Capper here used to play football. We talked about him a couple weeks ago. He loves the neck roll that his nephew, number 36, Connor Cappers. I think that might still be that might be from the Capper family collection.
Now, Victor's was about 4 times that size.
Well, Vic lives over near Kansas City. He's hanging out with his in-laws, Dale and Colleen Vincent. Dale, of course, longtime assistant coach, along with Richie Stout on the baseball program. He's a lefty, close to both of you and Matt Chenander's. You both left-handers, wrong-handers.
Yeah, they had some wonderful boys go through our system as well. I had the privilege of coaching both of his boys, Jason and Aaron. Those were 2 tough kids as well.
Speaking of tough kids, not many tougher than Vic Capper.
All right, boys. I see Maddox is out there now.
Mad Dog out here on the corner, going heads up, going that power I formation. Going to take it right to the Bears. Straight action off the right. He is stood up at the line of scrimmage. Let's see who's in on that tackle. Logan Christoffel. You ever heard of him?
Yeah, I'll tell you. He's a tackler.
Well, he's a wrestler. Give him 2 points for the takedown. We're at number 2 down. That's 2nd down and 10 at the 35.
Notice that Oliver's been playing a little bit of safety this half as well.
Yeah. I think they're trying to do a little bit here and there to see, because Brennan Dale is your normal safety, but he may be, you may not see him there for a while. So you got to find someone who they can be confident with, or a couple guys they can. 2nd, 10 to 35. Robinson, high snap.
Oh, right
looking,
down the seam.
Looked at the seam, man. Doubled up.
Oh, boy.
Now he's throwing it deep. Oh, late.
Turn Nate.
It's up in the air, and there is going to be a flag on the play. I don't know. That ball's not going to be caught by either guy. He's spinning. They're both going to go for the ball. Did he have his hands on him? Yes, he did by definition. That's interference, but that's tough.
Yeah, Nate kind of got turned around there.
What can you do? He can't help. The ball's way high. It's a 500 pass.
And it was such a slow developing play. There's scramble. You get into that scramble mode. It's always kind of tough to stick in coverage that long.
Yeah, it's tough. But that's the play, and it was the right call.
Looks like Spencer Green's out there as well. Checked in at linebacker.
The ball is now at midfield. 1st and 10 Sailors. They got a little something going here. 7:50 remains in the 4th quarter.
Dylan Schinkel now in the game as well, linebacker.
That's a freshman.
Yeah.
And a sophomore, a freshman and a junior linebacker. Showing Blitz Christoffel, loose ball, and guess who's on it?
That a kid.
Logan Christoffel picks it up. The Bears are going to take over 1st and 10 at the 44.
Good work, Logan.
What are we going to do here now? Will he do some fresh, soft action, kids getting in some action, or what the Bears are going to do? We're going to find out. Number 10.
That's the Strong checking into the game.
Big Mr. Strong's out there. I about said Curtis, but different Strong. They love that young man out there. He puts his heart and soul on the scout team every single day making this team. All the coaches to a man talk about Mr. Strong, number 10. Love to see him getting out there on the field. He's flanked out here to the right by Maddox Rushton. Christoffel to the left side. Now Rushton. So we got some mix-up. Still plenty of time. 8 seconds on the time. But the Bears are going to say, yeah, let's get this together with 6:42 remaining in the contest. Well, at least in the 4th quarter, I should say. Let's get this going. Let's get her on the right page. But Wesley Strong again. You get all these guys, you're going to hear about Cooper Gates, you're going to hear about Connor Rios and Brandon Peterson and all, Mr. Neighbor and things, but you're not going to hear sometimes a lot about, you don't always hear about Mr. Strong, and other guys that make these teams better behind the scenes.
Well, historically, that's been the things that have always made our program special, in my opinion. You get those guys that maybe aren't the most well-known guys, but they're the kind of guys that come out here and work so hard and practice every day to make those starters. Man, that is loud. Make the starters get better every game.
My gosh. Holla back to turn it down.
I think we must have moved some speakers around or something. That feels like it's right in our booth.
Yeah. So the Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 43. The clock will run again here on the snap. It'll be continuous. Keaton Gates to his right, little flare out to him. Nice downfield blocking, but kind of lost track of it. He was out of bounds. He can't come back in and recover, but he's out of bounds back here. I don't know what they're going to do here. Well, the ball got fumbled forward.
Got another sailor down cramping.
Oh, no. You hate seeing that. Dr. Staker, the chiropractor right there on the Johnny on the spot, hopefully helping him out. Now Scott Toma, West Branch's athletic trainer, on it as well. Darn it. You feel for that stuff.
We're
going to take a quick break here on the Bearcast. You're listening to West Branch Football.
Have you reviewed your insurance lately? Contact the Fullwider Insurance Agency to set up a free insurance review of your policies. We offer personal, commercial, life, health, and crop insurance to protect all aspects of your life. As trusted choice independent agents, we can work with multiple companies to find the best coverages at the most competitive prices. Call 643-2695 to speak to one of our agents. Supporting the West Branch Bears for over 50 years, the Fullwider Agency, where your insurance is our assurance.
Be sure to stick around after the game for our post-game coverage. We'll recap the game, talk with coaches and players, and award our player of the game. And, as always, keep an eye on WestBranch.Football and our social media channels for video highlights, photos, and more from the game.
Main Street Sweets is your hometown sandwich and ice cream shop. Located in the heart of downtown West Branch, between the Serving Cafe and Touched by Power, Main Street Sweets offers great burgers, tenderloins, cheese balls, and more. And don't forget the ice cream. Main Street Sweets, locally owned and operated by my wife Jessica and me, where we're always proud to support our hometown.
Want to watch tonight's game? All regular season varsity home games are streamed live on the West Branch Football YouTube channel. If you'd like to watch a road game or any other game, the YouTube channel will also have video highlights and condensed game replays.
We're back
Just
here
go
live
to
at the Little Rose Bowl. There's
Still
still a little injury timeout. A Columbus
Be
Sailor
sure to stick
player who's
around
on the West
after the
Branch
game
sideline.
for our
Looks like
post-game
he's cramping
coverage.
up there,
We'll
hoping
recap the game,
hoping
talk
it works
with coaches
itself
and
out here
players,
shortly.
and
West Branch
award
also
our
had
player
someone
of the
down.
game.
It looks like
And as
they've
always,
worked it
keep
out
an eye on
for
WestBranch.Football
him. Now the
and our
Bears
social
are
media channels
going
for
off the
video
field to
highlights,
go talk to
photos,
Coach Ty
and
Lee.
more from the game.
I think that Nolan maybe has checked in here at quarterback, along with a few other guys that are.
We'll get those changes maybe when they get back onto the field. Okay, the Sailor injured player was number 28. That's Nicholas Carta, trying to walk up off on his own power. Now he's getting a little help from his teammate there, Mr. Schultz. Best wishes. Hopefully it's just a cramp and nothing more than that. The Bears are coming on the field. We've got a lot of different faces at different places for West Branch, some same. We're going to try to give them to you. Left to right offensive line. Big Red, Gavin Oxley at left tackle. Jericho Hobbs at the left guard. At center, Tate.
Yep.
Right guard is Hayden Haynes. And right tackle, Shea Kinzinger. Receivers, you got Mad Dog, Maddox Rushton, Logan Christoffel to the right. To the left, you've got
Nate Hills is the slot.
Hills and Strong, and the lone setback next to Staker at quarterback. Good to see him back after an injury recently. Hands off to Gates. He's taken back down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 on the play. 2nd and 12. We're getting near the time where we might want to start discussing. Well, you can make your case known. I don't know if Matt takes anybody wants to, if there's a live chat. I don't think there actually is.
I can't see it.
They can't see it, but we're going to discuss it. There are a lot of people who could be up for the Hoot Project Player of the Game. No. The player, West Branch player of the game, we'll get to it after this play, and next play we'll get there. Trips left. Siegel set out here is Maddox. May have been moving. Flat pass out there to Keaton Gates. He's got open field.
Good cut.
Nice cut, but nice open field tackle as well by number 2. That's Aiden Hosh.
Kid's name's been called a few times today, hasn't it?
He's just one of the few seniors that are seeing extended time. That's a 3-yard reception for Gates. The clock's running. Under 5 minutes remaining in the contest and still moving.
This is a tough time for Coach Tiley, too. You have some reserves in there, and they're still bringing a lot of heat, and you certainly don't want to get any of your kids hurt. Trying to come up with a good play to run here is always a challenge.
I want to see the just chuck it deep out here to Strong.
There we go.
Just send
Let's
him.
do that.
See what happens.
Coming off the edge again.
Coming to his left, and he's coming free.
Oh, boy.
There's that pass flat to the left, thrown behind, and that cost him. And another Sailor, unfortunately.
Oh, he's gonna
Thomas
fight through
Wall he's gonna fight through the cramp. I thought he was cramped, but he's fighting through it. Got right up, Mr. Wall. That's a loss on the play of 5. 4th and 14 for the Bears at their own 36. You know what? You don't really need to. You could punt it. You don't need to.
Put Nolan back in shotgun here and let him quick kick it, huh?
I guess the Bears might be. It looks like they're just going to let the clock run down and take a timeout.
Hey, maybe you go Reese here.
For a field goal.
Yeah, let's be a bomb here.
I can tell you right now, this is going to be.
Record
if
distance.
he makes it, it is a school record. If they try it, it is.
Looking at 52.
They're going to take a timeout. It'll be a 53-yarder. The school record, Mr. Sexton, in the pregame, we talked about kicking it. I talked about how you really appreciated this young lad in the junior high level, and you named a man. Who was that guy you named?
Wasn't Mark Hike, was it?
No, not quite.
Oh, no. Josh Grebon.
Josh
Grebon. No doubt about it.
And, man, I got to get away from the speaker because I can't even hear you through the headphones. But Mr. Grebon has the school record in 2000 and I want to say 4, or is it, I think, 2004, against Montezuma. Final score of that game, 28-3. West Branch lost. So his 2002, was that field goal. 28-3 was your final score at Montezuma. And the school record kick, 48 yards, which replaced the school record by Marv Cook,
42, wasn't it?
44 yards. Back in 1983, that skimmed the crossbar, going about 12 feet off the ground. The crossbar.
Tough thing about this, we have Reese. He's going to have to kick a low one, and they've been coming so hot off this left side.
So he's attempting a school record 53-yard kick.
Come on, Reese.
Snap. It's down. Good snap. Good hold. The leg. It's on line. It's to the right. It's short.
Oh, boy.
Had to give it a try just to give it a shot. It is no good. Turnover on downs. Sailors take over with the clock running, 3:20. So we got a little bit of time here. You know what? Player of the game. I tell you what. I think for me, there are a lot of kids you could say, but hands down for me, you step into a position you haven't seen in a year.
Yeah.
Connor Rios is going to be my player. He's got over 300 yards of total offense.
Yeah, Connor's a very, very solid candidate with that. You could also throw Cooper Gates in there. You could throw Tate Franz in there. There have been a lot of guys that really stepped up when the Bears needed it most. We needed to win. We needed to win today, and we've had a lot of kids step up and be solid.
So are we settled? What do you think?
Hey, I'm 100% good with Connor getting it.
Matt Chenander. We're going to go with Cooper Gates. We're going to start, Connor Rios. Okay, we'll get back to live action here. Handoff there for the Sailors. Nice pickup on the play.
39 Spencer Green on the tackle.
3 Spencer Green on the tackle. 3-yard gain by Sitzman, sophomore. 5'9", 155, 215, and running. So Matt here is going to show you a few things. Coach Sexton's going to go down to the field and do some interviewing. Or I can go. I don't even care. But all it is we're going to go down there and talk. We're going to have a camera. We're going to talk to some kids and talk to Coach Nestor.
Hey, I wouldn't be offended to go down there and shoot and sit by your side and listen or learn from the master, Jaybird.
Well, you're going to ask questions. You're going to be down
the question
there.
guy.
And I'll
All
be
right,
asking.
better.
You'll hear us from up here too. Hand off again to Setzman. This time, no gain. He's taken down behind the scrimmage by 72. Dylan Shealy has made some good plays tonight as well. 130. So let's go. Connor Rios is your player of the game. Let's also talk to maybe Cooper Gates. Let's get those two. And then, of course, Coach Nestor came over to West Branch from Illinois, taking over. He's the first head coach for West Branch, not named Butch Pedersen since 1983. He's now going to collect his first win as a head coach. Congratulations to him.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's going to be the first of many.
Let's hope so. It's the first this season, and you got to start somewhere. And I got a fun question for him. Sailors come at 3rd and 11. We've got...
Just let it go, buddy.
Delay of game.
Can we decline that? I think it was a false start, wasn't it?
False start on the Sailors. They're going to let the clock run, which they're not supposed to, but that's okay on a penalty. Okay, I'll talk. Then fine.
Oh, 35. Who did number 35 be, Jaybird? I don't have that one. Oh, is that Carter Hetrick, I bet?
That is Carter Hetrick.
Yep. Get in there, Carter.
Handoff again, tackle for loss. This Bear defense. I want to get the stats at the end of this game from.
Oh, there we go. Coach Nestor
a little
with the bath.
Water bath. Coach Nestor chose a bad night to wear a white shirt, but a good night to get his first W. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, victory. West Branch, 49-7. Congratulations to Coach Nestor on his first victory.
Yeah, what an outstanding win for the Bears. And I'll tell you, as a coach, there's nothing that feels better than that first good shower you get from the boys.
Okay. Keep talking a little bit, Barn, as you see. We've talked a lot about a few things here. I guess I take that back. Barney is going to head down to the sidelines with Mr. Chenander. We're going to get some interviews from Rios, maybe Gates, and Coach Nestor. I guess I'm going to keep talking here to try to get us through this. For about 2.5 minutes, you're just going to have to listen to me. Let me tell you something. We talked before the beginning of this game about the keys to the game. Coach Sexton had a little piece of paper saying, hey, stop the blitz. Hey, you got to slow down, and you got to not let them extend the field. Hey, you also got to do the same things yourself and build some confidence. West Branch tonight came out on the first drive running the football. Then they switched it up, passing the football. And I'll tell you what, they did a lot of good things. And Mr. Rios, congratulations. Your first win as a West Branch quarterback. You got to love that as well. A senior leader taking over, you can't beat that. You can't beat a guy stepping in, hasn't taken a snap for a year as a starter at the beginning of a game. And he does this to lead his team as a senior leader. Hats off to him, but hats off to those big guys up front. Man, that is fantastic. Bears 49-7 is the final. The dub. McGavin Smith checking in on the Bearcast. Good to hear that. Young man's got a bright career as a golfer at West Branch. You're going to hear a lot of things from him in the spring and unfortunately in the fall as well. Coach Sexton's son, Braden, joins me in the booth, sitting in next to us in the booth. Maybe the only man in the world to recover 97 onside kicks in 1 year. Is it that many? It's at least 6. It's unbelievable. So I'm looking for Matt and I'm looking for Barney. I see a red shirt. I see Chenander down there with a camera. We're going to get Coach Nestor. He's getting a hug from Coach Sexton. I'm looking down for a signal. And we got Coach Nestor down there on the sideline with Coach Sexton. Here we go. Well, hang on a second. I'm going to keep going here. We'll fill it in. We're going to get that opportunity to talk to him again soon. But tell you what, hey, you know what, Braden? Pick that up real quick. You put that headphone on. You want to be on this? This is the Bearcast. This is you. Your dad's on it. Let's see how you do. What'd you think of this? I mean, what do you think your dad doing on the Bearcast? What do you think of that? Oh, man. Oh, your mic's not on, so we won't talk to you. He says, oh, man. He's a man of many words. Hawks win tomorrow, you think? They better. All right, the Bears. My favorite thing is a Bear win on Friday, and the Hawks get a W on Saturday. A lot of fans taking the field. Tell you what, it's a different picture than it was a couple weeks ago. Barney, can you hear me down there on the sideline? All right, let's try again. Meet up with Coach Nestor. He's muted. He's muted. Hold on a second. We're trying to figure it. We got some technical difficulties up here. I don't know why. He's muted. On his microphone, he's muted. You're muted on your microphone, Coach Sexton. It's got to be red. It's got to be red. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that down there. I can't hear him in my earset. He's still muted. Okay. Oh. Hang on a second here. We may have. How about now? Talk now.
Can you hear me now?
I got you.
Now I can hear you guys too. Coach Nestor's with Mr. Ryan Merkin right now for this minute.
I tell you what, Chenander's going to catch up with you again. What's it like down on the field?
You know, what a joyous time down here. These Bears are happy, and the Bears needed this one big time. Just a chance to taste victory and kind of get this thing headed in the right direction, especially like we talked earlier, you're heading down to district play when it matters most. The Bears needed this win, and they came out on top.
What as a coach, obviously you get confidence from this. Is that the biggest thing to take away? I mean, obviously the X's and O stuff is great that you can build off.
It's just eliminating the self-doubt. You have, there's a lot of times you start to question yourself. As coaches, you start to question yourself. As players, you start to question yourself. Now you realize, hey, we got this. I know we have a good, solid team. It's just a matter of putting things together.
Okay. Here in a second, we're going to get Coach Nestor to interview with you down there.
Connor. Take a picture of the staff. Send to me.
All right, we got Connor Rios on the sideline.
Mr. Connor Rios, congratulations, my friend. Great game.
Thank you.
Hey, stepping in, first time in a long while playing quarterback. Just want to say, buddy, we're so damn proud of you. Oh, I'm sorry. So darn proud of you. You did a great job tonight.
Thank you.
So what do you got to say about this team? It's been a tough couple of weeks here. How do you equate us getting a victory tonight?
Yeah, we definitely put a lot of work this week. We found out Dale, our starting QB, was a little banged up, and we just put a lot of offensive work and get me back in the groove.
We kind of were talking in pregame about how one thing that I've known about you for a lot of years is your ability to run the ball. I think early when you were running the ball, that was huge for the Bears.
Thank you. Well, we have a lot of offense. I think our main offensive scheme is choice, so we can have multiple run options. And they kept biting on our halfback going downhill, and I just pulled and went with it.
I got a question for him down there.
From the booth. Go ahead.
So yesterday we talked about music. How are you going to celebrate? What song are you going with tonight?
So Mr. Miller up in the booth says yesterday you guys talked about some music. He wants to know what the go-to song is for the evening.
For this evening?
Yeah, after a W.
I'll probably be on, they call it Aux, so I'll be on Aux in the locker room, so it's probably going to be some rap.
All right.
All right, buddy. Congratulations, Connor. Great win for the Bears, buddy.
Thank you. Thanks, Connor. Nice game.
Really quickly, some notes on Connor tonight. Got the final stats from Statman Extraordinaire. 308 yards of total offense for that young man. I tell you what, that's some healthy, getting what he needed. Cooper Gates, 119 total yards tonight. 10 carries, 119 yards. That is wild. That's a nice average. 11.9 yards a carry. I think we're looking for Mr. Gates on the field somewhere. Look for the headband. I see it to your left. I got to be a director. They got him. Here comes Gates right now. First, hey, Barney, make sure you're asking about the headgear. If it's anything, it's a nod to Pete Rozelle.
All right, Coop, congratulations on the win tonight. We just had a question come from the booth up above. Mr. Miller wants to know about the headband. Is this a nod to Pete Rozelle, or do you have any idea who Pete Rozelle even is?
No.
That's what I kind of thought. A little bit before your time, he was a commissioner for the NFL. Hey, tell us about that offensive effort tonight by the Bears.
Tonight Brennan Dale's out, so we had to pull way to pull Rios up. He's been playing wide receiver for us for like basically the whole season. And I feel like he really stepped up tonight and played the QB spot and did a really good job on, well, half the reason, and another half the reason is the QB and our line. Our line had a fantastic night tonight.
You know, that's spoken like a true running back. I made the comment earlier, though, watching you. You looked like you were running with an attitude today, like you're playing a little bit different level.
Yeah, tonight every time I try to run hard, lower my pads, and just lay out kids.
Sounds like your dad, huh? Coop, we appreciate you
10 carries, 119 yards.
Just a minute. Just got from Booth, 10 carries, 119 yards. How's that sound?
That sounds good.
Especially when you think about the one that got taken away with 71 more.
71, yeah.
I didn't know you could run that fast, man. That has to be your
Had
mother.
to be the headband.
Had to be your mother. All right, buddy. Thanks so much. Congratulations on the win.
That's junior running back Cooper Gates. 10 carries, 119 yards. His younger brother had 4 carries for 21. Tonight, Connor Rios, 11 carries, 66 yards, 2 touchdowns. Gates, 3 touchdowns on the ground for West Branch. Looking to go get checked in. Hopefully we can find Coach Nestor. He's on the field celebrating. He's right next to the guys. Looks like he's talking to some family members and some friends. Trying to dry off a little bit. His team tonight, if you guys can hear me on the field, 438 yards of offense, only gave up 37 yards on defense. That's quite a disparity. Here we are.
Okay, I got to be honest. I'm not very good at this interviewing with my right hand, so it might get a little shaky. Yeah, thanks. Go to my strong hand. Hey, just heard from the booth, 438 yards of offense and 37 total yards given up on the defensive end. What do you guys say about that effort?
I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless. Like, we got to edit this.
Hey, man, let me just say some things, huh? You know, as a longtime coach here at West Branch, I've told you this before, how incredibly proud I am to have you as a West Branch Bear. This football program's in good hands. We believe in you, and I'm just so happy that you got this win because I know it's a tough road when you're trying to get that first one. As I mentioned earlier before the game, you faced 2 number 1 teams to start the year, so you guys are going to be all right.
Yeah, and okay, I'm good. All right. Yeah, and as coaches, you go into every week thinking like we have a chance, right? And then you get into those games, and we were there with Williamsburg. We were there in the first half, and some things didn't go our way, and that game kind of got away from us. And then you go up the dike, and you play really, you play 3 out of 4 good quarters, right? And so we were just talking about the last couple of weeks how we've taken positives out of these losses, because if the kids notice us start to go, the kids are going to go, and so we had to keep building them. Like, we're good, we're fine, and to come out here tonight and win the way we did, to pitch a shutout, I think they got the 7 points off the scoop and score there, and that was the most complete game we've played on offense. I know, you could see it in the kids' faces, the confidence that's there, the team morale that was built here tonight. I'm hoping we can look back on this game tonight in 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks and say, this is where it turned.
And you know the best part about a game like this, as a coach, you get that kind of a victory, but yet you can go back to the board, watch film, and say, boys, we still have some improvements to make.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And I wanted to give them tomorrow off and the weekend off, but I've been doing this long enough. We're coming in at 7:30 because as great as it was, 49-7, all the offensive yards, giving up 60-something yards.
37, I misspoke.
Sorry, 37 yards on defense. It could have been better. Like we left a lot of things out there, okay? But it's a great win. We always stress get 1% better. Tonight we got better, but the boys know it can be better than this. And so we're nowhere near a finished product. I mean, we know there's some games that are still left on our schedule, and we're going to build from this.
I got one thing for him. Yesterday, he and I had a conversation on the field. He said when he gets this win, he's going to do something. I want to know from where, as he picked out the spot on the grass, that he's going to take home with him.
He's wanted to know if you picked out the spot on the grass you're going to take home with you.
Oh, no, but thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome. I got your back up here.
My last question for you, Coach, would be, How good does it feel right now to be absolutely soaked?
It doesn't feel good. It feels good because we won. I'm soaking wet. And I know the 2 guys that did it.
I see nothing.
I can't wait to see them Monday.
All right, buddy. Congratulations, first of many.
Thank you, man. Take care, brother. Good job, yeah.
Hey, give him a congratulations and attaboy from up here, pointing at him. All right. That's Coach John Nestor. Tell you what, nothing beats your first victory. Nothing beats the first victory of a season. But I tell you what, that might be outweighed by the first victory as a head coach of the West Branch Bears. And you know what? I'm just going to close things up from here without Coach Sexton, and Matt will be around shortly as well. Just what the doctor ordered is what's coming to mind. 0-2, 82-10 outscored in the first 2 games. Tonight, 49-7 your final. West Branch 438 yards of offense. Waterloo Columbus 37 yards of offense. Man, and the only touchdown the Sailors had was a defensive touchdown. Tyler Bailey's defense? No. Did not give up a single point and 37 yards. Connor Rios, like I said, 308 yards of offense. Cooper Gates, 119 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. Many other guys were a part of this. Tate France, big fella rumbling. Big guys don't get a score very often. When they get their hand on the ball, they go. They go to the end zone. That's even better. I wish he would have spiked the ball, because anytime a big guy scores, you want to see a big guy spike. Well, I tell you what, congratulations, Coach John Nestor. West Branch Bear coach, it's your first one. West Branch Bear fans, you got one. Now you go on next week to play Cascade. The Bearcast will be there. We'll tee it up at around 6:40 p.m. Wherever the Bears go, we'll be there. For Matt Chenander, our technical director, my co-host tonight, Randy Sexton, he can come along anytime. And to voice the Bears, I'm Jason Miller. Thank you for joining us, the Bearcast, on WestBranch.Football.com.